playing.
Everybody back to the next session of Reditus. We are on the session 29, which is absolutely crazy. We'll do a recap. You guys all caught up. So, the last time we played, the group headed off to the respective rooms and settled down for the night at the inn. Darius continued to test his newfound ability to summon and dismiss a spectral weapon. Eventually finding out he could control the shape. A.T.L.A.S found the spell that he cast to revive Harper came through a token of Sparrow attached to his new leg. Darius theorized that A.T.L.A.S may be one of the grounding spheres that has its own consciousness. If you do not fully understanding what A.T.L.A.S is, it might be dangerous to bring him to Centaurium. A.T.L.A.S started searching inwards to try and connect to any consciousness within him. It is not limited by any programming. Mastos fading off into a dream as he slept, seeing a strange insectoid-type humanoid figure telling jokes to other figures sitting in a grass clearing. As he bounced over to take part in the merriment, the laughing stopped as the figure turned with a smile on its face and reached its forearms towards Mastos. As he approached, the creature grabbed Mastos by the throat. Its skin started to change from bright yellow to charred black, fleshy, viscous substance. It grabbed Mastos by the neck and yelled, "It's your fault. Failure." As the group gathered at breakfast, there was much discussion about what to do next, what the group should be focused on. Jak only wanting to focus on reaching Centaurium, but the others wanting to be more cautious and seek out more information about it first. The group came to a consensus that they would slowly make their way to Centaurium, but ensuring to gather all the information that they could first to make sure it was the right thing to do for all of their goals. A.T.L.A.S discovered that this symbol that he had potentially burned out some sort of gem that was in it when casting the spell earlier. Local shopkeeper Idris also explained that sanguine was a controlled substance that Centaurium holds control over. The group went past the pens, noticing that Harper did not show up for work that day as they made their way to Carmen. The group stopped by to talk to Darian in the furnaces about the purple orb reports, not really gaining much information about it. The group did now realize that whatever the purple orbs were, that they were now spread across the land, they were the ones that were released, and they don't seem to have good intent. Reaching Carmen, she explained that Sunak and Villian had reportedly left the city with the evidence found in Sunak's house. They were going to try and track them down. As to what happened now seems to be clear. She advised the group that it had been absolved of all charges. She also informed the group that there's been reports of Drake Wardens being killed across Tel-Ath, but in a very specific, strange way. The group headed off towards the Wizard's Tower to investigate the golden scroll case that was stolen from there. On reaching the store, Cecil, the cat, approached with a message to Mastos. Around his neck, Mastos read it. "Please come immediately to my home. There is someone that wants to meet you." Signed, Jasper. We'll go back and see what they do.
Through shattered lands and broken sky, the keys ignite, the lost must rise. Bound by fate, by blood, by steel, a world forgotten, a truth concealed. A.T.L.A.S forged in flame and dust, a heart of gears, a soul to trust. Jak the hunter, silent, keen, a shadow's wrath, the watcher unseen. Darius speaks with silver tongue, a tale half truth, a song unsung. Mastos walks where wild winds call upon, to earth, to beast, to all. A.T.L.A.S rise, the night is long, through fate and fire stand and strong. His awakened shadows call, one by one the mighty fall. The mighty
Sing.
All right. So, as we left off, guys, you were approaching the Wizard's Tower. As a refresher, you came up to what they call the Wizard's Tower, but it looks like about only 15 feet wide, about 20 feet going back, a cylindrical type stone building pointing upwards, almost reaching the ceiling. Just it kind of stopped short of the ceiling with a kind of a, looks like a wizard's hat on the top, and then just a chimney. Just as Mastos behind you guys is approaching, you're about 30 feet away, Mastos stops to read this message from Jasper. Mastos, what do you do?
So I unscroll this letter and I read it. It says, "Come to Jasper's immediately if someone wants to see." I would like to look down at the note, look up at the group, think about how many times I've been steering them away. And I'll just, I'll look down at the cat and say, I'll come as quick as I can.
You kidding?
And I trot along behind the group.
Okay. So Atlas, you were kind of at the start of the group because you'd kind of experienced more of the core. So you're kind of at the front of the group. Jak and Darius behind, Mastos at the back. You guys approaching, or what do you want to do?
I was just following whatever the group was doing, so I'm just trucking along.
Okay.
Was Jak leading or was Atlas leading? I forget.
Jak technically should have been. I think Jak was leading. No.
You guys are pretty much together, walking together anyway. So you guys, let me see here. Yeah, because you led the way.
We already saw Carmen, right?
Yeah, you got absolved from Carmen, and you guys decided to walk around the north edge to get to the Wizard's Tower. So yeah, Jak, you would have been up first because Atlas kind of had shoved you forwards as leader.
Okay. And so he didn't relay the message?
Nope.
Okay.
Did I notice the cat at all, or?
Roll a perception.
11 plus 7, so 18.
18? Yeah, so you would have noticed Mastos interacting with this cat just at the back of the group. Your all guys were pretty tight, so he's only about 10 feet behind.
Okay.
Darius didn't notice. I'm fully trying to turn my sword into a specific shape.
Okay.
I'll turn to I'll.
Mastos? Was that a friend of yours?
It was Jasper.
Oh,
Well, that's Cecil. Cecil is friend. I look down at Cecil and I pet him.
is
Jasper. Jasper says, come immediately to my home. There's someone that wants to meet me.
Meet you or us?
Note says me.
oh. Should we?
And I kind of put my fingers together because I'm like,
Did you not want to tell us that? Oh,
Mastos led you astray. Mastos doesn't want to make waves.
Darius puts his hand on Mastos' shoulder. He's like, look, man, I know. And he kind of nods towards Jak. I know he seems real grouchy all the time and he can be a bit of a dick. Just let it roll off your back.
Jak's going to kind of look at Darius as he says, well, at least he's not trying to waste our time right now.
But, and I point to Jasper's note.
well,
Like I
mean,
said, roll off your back.
should we go see if it's time sensitive? I mean, leading us astray is kind of our thing, really. I mean,
How far is Jasper's house from where we are?
ooh,
You asking the DM or Atlas?
Basically, I'm going to cast message to see if he can hear me.
So right now, you guys, as a refresher, the Wizard's Tower is on Core 1. So and Jasper is down on Core 3.
So, and we're still on Core 1 because we just talked to Carmen.
So previously, though, when people were above me on a different core, they could hear me. So that's more so what's the alignment of where we
So
are?
there's
in
about
reference to that?
approximately 50 to 60 feet from floor to ceiling in each core. So if you're 2 cores up, you would pretty much have to be directly above.
Okay. So if I cast message, would he hear me?
You can certainly try.
All right, I cast message, and now you notice that when I cast my spells, the blade like the hilt of the blade focuses in my hand. Like you can see the purple energy, like he's holding something in his hand. And he grasps it, and then he thinks, and then basically just says, Jasper, we're kind of in the middle of something, but we need to know if this person that wants to meet Mastos is time sensitive or not. Can you let me know? You can reply to this message. And then the blade disappears.
Wait, did you just speak into a blade?
No, I just spoke into nothingness. It was just I was holding on to basically just the hilt of the blade.
Isn't it like a microphone, like the old...
We're not there yet. I'm working on it, okay?
So, so a few seconds goes by, and you hear, all right, well, yeah, no worries. It's not just Mastos, it's all of you, but of course, take care of what you got to take care of. Swing on by when you can. All right, yeah.
So apparently this person, and I'm saying this to the group, wants to meet all of us, not just Mastos.
Oh, okay, well, maybe we pop up and say hello.
Well, we're already on core 1. Why don't we go finish talking to whoever's at this wizard's place and then go to core 3 so we can go speak with Jasper? I don't want to travel up and down the stairs all day, especially if I can't swing there.
Yeah, okay, that seems fine by me. All right.
Fine by me.
All right, let's go.
Excellent. And Jak kind of actually grins a little bit because like people are listening to his suggestion, and then he didn't have to use the spell.
I thought you were wearing a fur scarf.
Jak
And
thinks
then
we're listening. Meanwhile, we just don't want to make him emo again.
Right? I don't want to get yelled at.
I will cut my probably not on Twitch.
As you guys start walking towards the tower, then there's a large wooden door, a singular wooden door. Just has a sort of a knocker to the right-hand side halfway down and a keyhole above it. It's currently closed. Looks pretty simple.
I'm pretty simple. Simple.
Darius looks at the group and seeing that no one is doing anything, he goes and knocks on the door.
Okay. As you go to knock on the door, boom, boom. You kind of feel it, give it a little bit of give. It doesn't look like it's closed, and it starts to move open with your hand.
I will push it open and look inside. I don't want to step inside yet.
Creaky door swings open. Roll perception.
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
It's gonna be a good day.
Door swings open, and then it seems to like just kick maybe a rock or something on the ground, and poof, the slam is closed in your face.
I see a door.
You tried to eat the door.
No,
Mastos sees a door too.
just smelling it. We'll push the door open again.
Yeah, so as you swing the door open, you can see inside the room is well lit. However, the interior is quite confusing because from outside you've seen about 15 feet and about 30 feet. And when you look inside, you can kind of see the back of this place, and it looks probably about 150 feet deep. Looking at it, looks like there's wooden floor. It looks like there's, from what you can see without walking in, kind of countertops, some glass. Contain like display cases in the middle of the room, similar to the display case you've seen in Sunak's house. Something similar along those lines in the middle of the room. To see any more, you'd have to go fully inside.
Are we going in?
Might as well, I think.
That's what we're here for.
All right.
Yes.
We seem to draw information better when nobody's around.
Okay. I am going to cautiously, and when I say cautiously, I want to look around for traps as I enter the tower.
Okay. Yeah. Roll investigation as you go in.
Bruh. Oh, that's actually not terrible. It's not great either. 11.
Okay. 11. Yeah. Looks pretty trap free. Looks good.
I will walk right
what
in.
a trapped room would say.
You see no exploding balls or anything stashed anywhere?
Okay, I'll walk in.
So as you walk in, you can see better now. The inside of this room, as I say, probably about 150 foot long, and then from left to right, it's about another 100 foot. So it's really, really big room in here. The countertop, it starts on the one wall and seems to just wrap the entirety of the outside. You see bookcases and shelves, scattered items all over the place. You see these 3 display cases along the middle of the room. And then as you look over to your left, you see a blue female tiefling reading a book at the counter. That doesn't seem to have noticed you yet.
Oh, hello. And I like turn to her and like just gently like bow.
She doesn't even realize, like, welcome to the shop. Go ahead, look around. Let me know if you have any questions.
No, it's a shop.
Jak starts shopping immediately. Let's see what's on the shelves.
Wait, so this place is a shop?
The Wizard's Tower.
Okay.
They said we could. Someone said we could buy stuff in here like a while ago. So,
Is this all this place is? I'm approaching her at this point.
She lifts her up. Sorry, what do you mean? Is all this place is? What does that mean?
I mean, it looked like a tower, but
It's the Wizard's Tower. It's the you can buy magical things and stuff. Yeah, different stuff.
What's the rest of the tower?
Well, it's a very long tower. Look up. You look and you glance up and you see it goes about. It looks like it goes about 100 feet high.
But there's no floor. It's like floors. It's just like an empty...
It's just straight up. The only thing that stands out is just kind of one chimney type structure that kind of goes up and to the left and to the right and kind of almost S shapes it way up to the roof. And you remember outside seeing a chimney up there.
Heating must really suck in here. It feels like a waste of
The
space.
magic helps, keeps it warm in here.
Indeed.
Jak runs up to the first shelf and looks at it.
So the shelves are all positioned behind, scattered throughout the entirety of the walls. So is there a specific area you want to go to look at?
Oh, the center thing isn't anything?
Oh, so the center, so the display cases along the middle. So, as you walk over to there, roll a perception.
I always forget who has good perception. Okay, Jak has good perception.
Good guidance on him too.
Sweet. 17 in total, a 12 plus 5, and then guidance is a D3. I forget if guidance
D4.
Why'd I say D3?
I don't know. Weird.
D100. 2, so 19.
19, very nice, very nice. So, as you start looking through these display cases, it's very, very underwhelming for you. Each of the display cases seems to have what looks like, you're familiar with illusions now, and these are very clearly illusions of flowers. So each set of display cases has different groups of flowers within it.
No magic items in here, just flowers.
Yeah, just displays of illusions of flowers in them.
That's bumming. Okay. Jak's gonna go near the front of the shop where the lady is and start looking at the shelves by her.
Okay.
As Darius talks.
Atlas and
Basically
Mastos.
said my piece.
Atlas and Mastos.
You're muted, Tim.
I'm looking around at these curious, non-real plants.
Non-real plants. Okay, yeah. Roll an investigation.
Where is my D20? Oh, it's hiding. It doesn't want to play today. That is a 10.
10. Okay. Yeah, they look like pretty plants.
I think they're pretty plants.
The tiefling's the only one in the room,
Yep.
and there's no like stairs to go up.
Nope. It's the wide open space.
There's also no floors above us. It's literally just open space all the way to the...
Yeah, as you look up, you can see the white stone interior that is the wall behind the counters just continues up. As I say, looks like about 100 feet.
Okay. Yeah, I'll approach the tiefling.
As she sees you going, welcome. How can we help you? Do you need to buy something, or what? What can I do?
Oh, I was curious about the structure here. It seems very inefficient.
How so? Inefficient? I think it's very efficient.
Well,
We take out a little bit of space in the area, but yet we have large space.
it's so tall, but with no apparent use. Why is the tower so tall if there's no additional floors?
And she takes a little step back and... Well, welcome to the Magical Visits Tower. The display of magic you see within here is portrayed within all the amazing items that you can buy here.
Okay, wonderful. Why do you have a tall tower with no additional floors?
Well, it's just how it is built. I didn't make it. It is my mother. I don't. It's a
Your
cool
mother
place.
built
It looks cool. It's magical. People want magical items. It's a theme.
Oh, that seems like quite a lot of building for a theme.
Yes, I agree. You
Darius
want to buy
continues.
something, or what? If I must help you, then what am I helping you with?
The golden scroll.
What golden scroll?
Yes, he's speaking about the golden scroll that was reported stolen from here. We're here to investigate.
Oh, the resistance, the scroll of resistance that was stolen. Yes, very well. Why are you looking for it? Where's Carmen
sent
was?
us.
Ah, Carmen. Okay. Are you with the city guard or?
Nope, but we were in town and said if there was any work that needed done, and she said we could start looking into some of these thefts, and he's going to show the paper that she gave him.
We broke some stuff. Now we're helping. I go back to looking at the plants.
Yes, we've offered our services to the local authorities. We are quite efficient in areas of investigation and
This is a plan.
activity.
Jack.
Okay.
What?
Do you have something, perhaps, before I give you any information, a letter or something that would say that you are legitimate, or?
Shoot an arrow up into the ceiling.
Yes. I definitely do have something like
Not
that.
right now.
Do it.
Do you mind if I see it before I start giving you any information?
Oh, sure, absolutely.
I'll present. I have it, I believe. Don't I?
Yeah, you have a symbol, Nolja symbol.
Yeah, okay. I'll present the symbol.
Okay, so oh yes, very well. So sorry, what questions did you have? I believe I told Carmen everything. What is it? What questions did you have?
Well, yes, I'm sure you have told Carmen. We're taking a fresh look at this, so we're kind of coming into this from a new start. So I apologize if you have to repeat some things, but if you could let me know the events of the day that the scroll went missing, and any information you think that would help in the apprehension of the said suspect of your thief.
Okay, well, it was I suppose just less than a week ago, and usually at night when I leave, I put in an alarm trap by the front door, and the alarm trap only went off after, I suppose, they did whatever they did. Because it did not go off. I got there almost immediately, and there was nobody here, so I assume they got in some other way. I don't know why they only took the scroll of resistance. It's a little bit strange. It had a beautiful decorative golden casing, however, which was that's quite valuable in itself. But I mean, there's lots of different things here that could have been taken. It's quite strange.
So it wasn't the most valuable item in the area then.
No, there's very much other things here that I would put a higher price tag on.
Would any of those other things have gold associated with them, or maybe was the scroll the only thing golden?
Well, there are things with gold, but I suppose this would be, if you were to say what is out in the open the most, I suppose this would be the most, the thing that would stand out.
Okay, and does anyone else work here?
Just myself, since my mother left, just me. The odd time I get some extra help with the cleaning. As you can see, it's a lot to clean in here. So sometimes I could help with the cleaning, but only about once a month. It's not, I'm not a very busy store. It's usually just travelers or strangers because, you know, the Nolja, they try to move away from magic as opposed to moving it more. So I find myself not very busy.
And has anyone been interested in the scroll in the past week or two? Anyone of note asking questions about it or anything of gold nature?
Not really. Haven't had very many customers at all the last while.
Okay. And when was the last time you had a cleaning?
It's about a week ago.
Before or after the scroll was stolen?
A few days before, I suppose.
Okay. And your cleaner, is it the same person each time, or do you have a company?
Yes, I tried to help. Harper is sort of a cleaner who goes to different places sometimes when he can get extra jobs, and he does an excellent job. He's a hard worker, so I try to help him when I can, and I give him some money for helping out every once in a while.
Oh, Harper, you say?
Yes.
How long have you known Harper for?
I don't know. I suppose close to a year, I suppose.
Okay. And what does Harper do for his next cleaning?
I haven't asked him to come in. It's usually about a month. It's not a scheduled thing. I just send a request for him when I need it, and he comes.
Okay, wonderful. Well, and also, any other entrances to this building that you might be aware of? Anything up at the very top of the useless tower?
Well, it's only the chimney, but it is so small that a person could not get in there. And not only that, you see the chimney, the structure of the bending S-shapes. Not even, I don't think a small child could even get their way through that.
Is something like maybe a rat?
I suppose a rat, but I don't see a rat being able to carry the scroll case. It was quite good size, quite weight on the gold.
But you said they tripped the alarm on the way out.
Yes, it must have been because I was here so quickly and nobody here. It must have been on the way out.
Okay, well, thank you very much for the info. We have our suspect, and we shall proceed with the rest.
Well, while you're here, do any of you need to buy anything? Make it worth your while you're here, or?
Oh, do you have anything that helps with the arresting of someone?
The arresting of someone? Oh, no. Just, no,
Magical
nothing.
shackles or
Magical shackles, that would be something.
furry ones?
Scroll of
Furry
sleep.
ones. Oh, scroll
Jack
of
is
sleep.
going to slide his kind of hands across the shelf as he gets close to the lady, and he's going to get kind of low and kind of speak quietly to her, and he's going to go, "Hey, these guys, they can do some cool magic stuff, and I just shoot people with a crossbow. Like, you got anything cool that I could like use like for offensive magic? I don't have a lot."
As Jack backs up, Darius is like right beside him, listening to what he's saying.
This whole time, I've actually been right behind Atlas now. Kind of uncomfortably close, maybe.
Sir, if you wish to have a private conversation, perhaps down the end, you have 3 people staring over your shoulder here.
They can't hear me. It's fine.
Totally can't hear you. You should keep talking.
I'm going to start looking around the room for any cracks or holes around the base of the walls.
Okay. Okay, so roll an investigation.
I'm
look
gonna guide
into
myself too.
Yep.
Oh, hold on. Forgot I guided myself. And that's good. 22.
Okay. Duly noted.
Okay.
So, yeah, Jak, she says back to you, well, what type of combat damage spells you're looking for? I have a substantial amount of different things here. I need something a little bit more specific.
Something showy. Big encompass. And potent and very destructive. Does that help?
Indeed. Just give me 1 second. I think I might have just what you're looking for. I'll be right back.
Thank you.
She walks over to the west of the area, starts looking through some shelves.
And Jak is gonna like lean on the shelf, kind of like back to the shelf, elbows up on it, acting like he didn't just ask for a magic scroll that gives him a cool spell.
Are you sure you want to mess with magic? You told me before you really don't understand it. And it's kind of chaotic. I don't know if it's a good idea.
Well, with what little bit I have, I don't know what I'll get in the future. So besides watching what you can do, and then Jak's gonna get kind of lean towards Darius and get quieter. I know I was mean about your combat capabilities when we first met, but like lately I've been seeing you do some cool stuff, and it makes me want to try other stuff.
Darius, his face lights up. He's like, right? You were totally right, man. I am not a fighter. Like I played music for people, and I seduced women and talked myself out of those situations. Man, I mean, I was useful in those situations, but I am not a fighter. But lately, I don't know what's going on. Something in me has woken up, and it's been cool. And then the blade just out of his hand. Like, look at this thing.
Yeah, that's new.
If you look at it, you see the hilt, which goes in his hand. At the bottom of the hilt, it looks like a microphone, and then there is a circle that goes up from that around his hand. On the other side, there it looks like lute strings, and then it goes into the blade. So it literally looks like I'm holding my lute, but it's in like the shape of a blade. But you can see it's not fully there yet. Like it keeps kind of like flickering into like that purple smoke that it was mentioned before, and then like reshaping. I'm not there yet, but that's cool, hey? And then it's gone.
And Jak's just like, it's freaky.
Yeah,
I can make thorns, and I can make thorns. So,
I mean, to be fair, you can also make people dead, and you've done it a lot.
yeah, but I can either make thorns on the ground, or I can shoot thorns in the air.
You can also make a dragon appear out of thin air. That's pretty impressive. I do say that quieter.
Well, I don't know. I think it'd be fun to get to try something.
I am not saying don't, because I mean, obviously, look, I've started tapping into all this magic, and it is fucking cool. Just be careful, because it's like, I don't even understand what I'm getting into, and apparently I have tapped into a demon or something. So just be careful what you're getting yourself into.
Okay, well, I only have like... oh, dang, I thought it way more. I only have like 57 gold, so you'd be willing to spot me if it's too expensive. Please.
While you start counting your gold, Atlas, you've kind of done a once over around the place, looking for kind of gaps along the bottom. Everything looks pretty secure. You don't see any breaks. The only entrance to outside you see is a small sort of a fireplace that's at the far west. But as you go past it, you feel that there's no heat from it. It looks like another one of these illusions, just kind of for show. But that's the only thing that looks like it would have access.
Sorry, what is it that, like a fireplace that?
Yeah, at the bottom of the fireplace, kind of like kind of chute that goes up. At the bottom of that is the open fireplace, which has a flame burning in it, but there's no heat coming from it.
Okay, so there's no like cracks or holes otherwise, like small.
No, it looks immaculate. It looks extremely secure. All of the stones, the stone wall, the whole way around looks completely smooth. It's even hard to see where it's being like mortared together. And there are windows around, but they look like they have. Again, it looks like a sort of forest and fields outside. Again, to your eyes, clearly an illusion.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do we get the name of this girl?
Before you came, yeah.
So I don't know it. Okay.
You were told her name, yeah. But it was a long time ago. Her name, yeah. Yeah, I'll refresh because. No, I won't refresh because that was a different reason.
Apologies, I forgot your name.
No problem, I'll be right there. It's all. I'll be right there. I'm just looking for something for your friend.
I'm sorry, it's what?
Orla.
Orla?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's why I forgot. Okay. Yes, let me know when you have a moment.
Very well.
I'd like to I'd like you to come back to me.
Yeah, so Jak, you see her kind of pull something off herself. She kind of nods her head, a little bit of a smile. She kind of starts trotting up now a little bit quicker with the chance of possibly somebody buying something. Yes. Well, this, I don't know if you've seen this before, but this is a fireball.
Jack's eyes get a little big.
You read the scroll once and it disappears after that, but you can use this. Creates a massive explosion, very flashy, as you say. Only 750 gold.
No. That Darius actually did that. Like,
Are you okay? You okay, sir?
oh, that's Does he learn the spell forever?
Are you a wizard by any chance? If you're a wizard, then yes, you can use this and learn from it.
Jak looks at her. Okay. I'm going to be real with you.
Okay.
I've got 57 gold. Is there anything closer to that price range that does the same thing?
It does the same thing.
Similar. Very close.
57 gold, you say?
I didn't have any money when I came here. Like
I'm not judging. I'm just clarifying. 57 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, I got something for you. One moment, please.
Normally I can talk people down, but 750 to 50 is a big drop. I don't know if I could convince her to do that.
So this time she turns around to the chest that's actually just behind her and flips it open. You can see she has kind of scrolls all lined up in there, and she kind of flicks through, pulls one out, looks at another one, pulls it out. She closes it up. Very well, here you go for. And I tell you what, only 50 gold. I don't want you to go hungry. Yes, you keep the 7 gold for food. But this firebolt spell.
Firebolt. I could cast a fireball still?
No,
Firebolt,
it's bolt.
not a fireball.
So there's a difference between the spells, Jak. One, it's almost like a flaming arrow. That's firebolt. Fireball is death and destruction. Which again, maybe you should start with bolt and see how you like it. And then when you have 750 gold, or maybe 600, I could probably talk her down. We can come and get the other one for you.
Jak looks at her and he points at him. How low are you going to go for fireball?
For fireball, it's 750 gold. It's a very specific, a very powerful spell.
Yes, but I mean, come on. I know you've got those spells have wiggle room. You can make it a little bit cheaper. And Darius like smiles and like the little ding in his teeth.
Roll a persuasion.
Oh, yes. So that is a 25.
Well, when you say a little bit less, what were you thinking? If you're thinking 75 gold or something, then
No, we just want to know roughly, so he can save up. You know, how much are you willing to drop off? Maybe we buy some more items too, and put a good word out for your shop.
well, I tell you what, if you get me back my scroll case, I give you the fireball.
Jack's eyes get real big.
Does that work for you, buddy?
Do I overhear this?
Yeah, you're not far away.
Yes.
Sorry, hold on.
We'll solve
Moment.
this.
So, you described the scroll case as not being something of great value, but you would exchange this for something worth quite a bit of gold like that?
Well, this scroll case would also have the scroll, yes? This is a powerful scroll. It's a scroll of resistance. You can even choose this specific one. You can choose what the resistance you want, and that's a very...
I got all that. Yeah, thank you. But would you say that is worth much more than 750 gold?
Yes, the scroll case as well is very valuable, of
How
course.
much would you say? What was it for sale for?
Atlas.
For a sale for, I would have sold that for 1,500.
1,500 gold. Okay.
Yes.
Alright. The economy in the city sucks, by the way.
Jack is gonna slap
What do you mean?
50 gold on the counter, and he's gonna.
What? Darius like grabs his hand. Hold on. We'll give you 40 gold for the firebolt.
Roll
Then Jack's gonna be like,
persuasion.
she already said 50 instead of 57.
A 24.
Very far. Yeah. Okay, fine. 40 gold. You take the cantrip, you leave.
Darius winks at Jack.
40.
Jack takes it. So, yeah, I guess Jack is pretty excited about it. So he's gonna open the scroll and he's gonna like
Oh god.
get it ready to activate.
No, not in the store. Yeah, the books, there's papers everywhere. You can't set it off in the store. Put it all away.
Oh, but you said to read it.
Yeah, no.
You want to use it. You read it,
Yeah.
it disappears.
If you read it right now, you're going to shoot a firebolt across this
Oh,
store.
goodness me.
Oh.
I told you magic was not something. I am glad you did not get the firebolt spell.
I am also glad, yes.
Okay, Jack's gonna scroll it up. He's gonna roll it up, put it in his bag, and he's like got a little bit of excitement in him right now.
Would you like to buy a scroll case to put it in? Just 5 gold. Very pretty. Made of leather bound with a beautiful design.
I'm not
Case.
gonna lie. I'm probably gonna use this at the first chance, so I'm good.
Very well, very well.
Gets mad at Darius, shoots firebolt at him.
It's good to start the fire. If you need the fire started and the wood damp, you could shoot a firebolt. Very useful.
All right. So, and then Jack's just gonna kind of look at Atlas. So we're gonna go arrest what's his face.
Yeah, again, let's one thing at a time here. Okay. Are we now proceeding out of the store? I don't want to say this in front of the shopkeeper. Okay. I have a bit of an idea on how to approach that situation, but let's finish up here and we can discuss our plans as we go.
Right, Orla, can I speak to you for a moment?
Oh, yes, go ahead, of course.
Yes, so, I'm just looking at your wonderful tower here. Looking for any signs or areas that could be accessed without, your alarm system being set off. I noticed that there's something peculiar about this tower. Obviously there's some magic that is making it look the way it looks, if I'm correct.
Yes, indeed, yes.
Can you remove that magic illusion temporarily, of course? for
Well,
investigation?
it's a combination. There's stuff within that gives it an appearance, but the physical component that we stand in here now is physical, but just in a different space, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand, but I'm gonna need to see the tower in its true form.
You
Darius
can walk
nudges
outside.
Jack.
If from outside, you see what it is physically there, and outside when you walk outside.
Darius nudges Jack and like gestures towards his crossbow. Do it. Do it.
I don't want her to kick us out. I want that.
Just pretend you're stretching and it went off. She's already going to think that you're like that anyway. You almost set a scroll off in the storm.
Do I hear this right now?
I'm whispering.
Roll
so
a
if you want
perception,
me to-
Atlas, and roll a stealth, Darius.
Oh god.
It's very high.
So is mine.
Okay, 24.
Oh, I'm so lucky. 26 or 25, sorry. I rolled a 19 and I have +6 to my stealth.
Jack, roll a. Your reply is it? Are you trying to be stealthy too?
But I still have guidance on me or no?
Jack would not like. He's not going to be super quiet, but he's not going to like yell it. He's going to try to like be cautious.
Man, no, go start it.
So is Jack, roll a stealth as well.
Sorry, but would I have still guidance on me or no?
No, you need to activate guide. It only lasts
Each
for
time?
one use.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stealth, I get a +6 as well, so 17.
17. Okay. So Atlas, you do hear Jack's replies.
Okay.
Darius.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not setting it off. I don't want Carmen getting mad at us for freaking this chick out.
I mean, you're not shooting her. You're just aiming it upwards. I just want to see if there is something up there, or if this is actually what it is.
So, I'm gonna need. I know it seems redundant, but if you could remove the spell so we could see what the interior looks like. Either that or my friend back here is probably gonna shoot an arrow up there, and I'm not sure what that'll do.
Well, I mean, I don't know why you would shoot an arrow up there. There's nothing to.
I'm not
Yes.
quite sure either, but we would rather just avoid that.
Darius rolls his eyes and sighs, pulls a dagger out, and like does one of these. He's like, and he throws it upwards.
And
He pretends he's stretching.
And Orla just,
I immediately duck.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
was gonna look to buy a belt.
Orla just watches it go up. Just kind of like this confused look on her face, and you see it go up in the air.
And Jack is going to attempt to catch it with 2 fingers.
Okay, dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, baby.
And this is how Jack
Please
loses a
use
hand.
your fingers.
This is how Jack dies. Actually, it's not from
Straight in the skull.
Darius
That
is
one.
in what we
I
all
got a
wrestled with
13 on the
over-
die. I got a 13 on the die, and I get a +7 on dex saves. So dirty 20.
All right. So as it comes down, Jack, you're just walking towards Orla, kind of looking at her, and you kind of just do a little 180 and just fing, just catch it.
That was so cool.
Very impressive. Maybe you don't need the magic. You have such skills like that. Yes.
Yeah.
What is the max range on a throw?
Well, 60, I think.
Okay, so because I would have tried to throw it like as hard as I could.
Yeah.
It didn't hit anything. It just went straight up and came
Just
straight
went
back
straight
down.
up. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty tall, right?
So if you're okay, perhaps I am a little bit. Why are you interested in my store all of a sudden? I've just explained it's.
I don't. Okay, so maybe there's a miscommunication here. From my understanding, the inside of the store is made to look different than what it truly looks like by some sort of magic, correct?
Well, not exactly. The place that we're in now exists within a smaller space outside.
Oh, we're in a TARDIS.
Okay.
And then there's
So-
further allusions like the pretty flowers in the window and things like that to give it the appearance of Wizard Tower out in the world.
Oh, okay, so there isn't a large tower. Okay. I'm picking up.
After Atlas says that, Jack's going to say, "So this isn't a tower?"
No. That
Well,
is
it's
an
a tower.
illusion.
Yes.
It's a theme. Come on, catch up.
While this is all happening, Mastos, what are you up to while this is all happening?
So I was walking around looking at. I assume these are display cases of things and sorts and stuff. So inside, I'm just looking around at outfits, clothing, specifically looking for a belt of a hill giant strength.
So as you're looking around, most of the stuff that's on display, other than the flowers and the display cases in the center, look to be like books and papers and that type of thing. So you don't see anything.
Wizardry things.
Yeah, you don't see anything that is equipment wise on. Well, not on display anyway.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, that's then. I'm not going to say anything about. I've been keeping quiet because I'm kind of in shock about Harper being the thief and realizing that. Or I mean,
Possibly.
I am connecting dots in my head with scroll, and so
Right.
It's kind of shocking. Kind of contemplating how to approach this next time I see him.
Sure. Very well. Can I? Does that make more sense? Do we explain this time? I hope.
Yes. I'm still gonna need you to remove the spell, though. Just temporarily.
Well, like, which one? We did the window
One that
or
makes
the?
it look bigger than it is.
Well, no, it isn't. It is bigger. It's not that it looks bigger. We are physically in a bigger space.
Are we in another dimension right now?
It's a little shift, yes, just a little shift from where we are to where outside is. You've seen things like
Where's
this
the
before. I'm sure
gateway?
you're an adventurer, yes.
Is the door the gateway?
The door. Well,
And I point at the actual doorway that we came in.
the exterior of the building. If you are outside and you were to pop a block out of the stone and in interior, you would be here as well. It's just like a shell, you say.
Threshold? Once you cross the threshold at any point?
Yes.
Okay. This is great. Computing.
That's the new
Processing.
one. Yeah, that's the one.
Would you like
Hold
to?
on.
I have a.
Why?
Wait,
What do you...
a question for you all. If you are adventurers, I haven't seen you here before. Do you have anything that perhaps would be good for my wares?
Hey, we'll be asking the questions here.
We just did a bunch of trading with some guy, and he gave us a bunch of magical stuff. So we probably don't have anything to trade because we had to give him like all of our stuff to get the stuff we have now.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. So nothing that would suit the wares of my shop. No spells or books or flowers or anything.
I may have something.
If money is the problem, this young man wants the fireball with 750 gold. So perhaps you have something I could buy from you, and he could perhaps get his spell.
Why do you need a cleaner if you can just magically make it look clean?
Well, magic only does so much, and I'm not going to. I don't personally have magic. I'm not going to waste my wares just to mop the floors and wipe the walls.
Okay. Let me take a look. Inside myself.
It's really like, ah.
It's like here.
Clinking and clanging.
Anybody else doing anything while Atlas is feeling around inside himself?
I'm going through my bag right now.
So, where you all from? You travelers. So, where you all from?
I'm from an island not on this one.
We're an island.
Island boy.
We're on the Centaurium tournament.
So you're for... Oh, wow, that is very interesting. Why you not start with that? It's an exciting thing. So what island are you from then? You're all from the same island?
No, we're all from different places.
I'm from a island that's known for the Druid Grove.
Oh, that's interesting. I like druids. Their magic is very unique.
Thank you. I was a fox for 100 years or more.
What is this? You don't look a day. You don't look very old at all.
Bashful. You got like bashful.
Which island is this druid? Which island is that? I'm not aware of a druid kind of camp or island. Which one was it?
The Dumanian Grove. It's in the northeastern Centaurium.
Dumanian Grove. I'm not aware of that area, but good, Johnny. So you're. It's a little confusing. You say you're all from the tournament, but how are you all here? You're in a tournament.
Well, we got jumped by an evil lord. He tried to take us and our bodies for nefarious means. We dispatched him. Our friend stayed in that town to help rebuild it. We met a new friend, spoke to a giant in a mountain, accidentally destroyed some equipment from a city, this city. Then we owed the city a debt, which we've now repaid. But then we were framed as criminals, and then we cleared our name, and then now we're just trying to help. So yeah, that's how we got here.
And that was Lord Vamorian in Vamoria City. We killed him.
Then Moria.
I was the friend.
And we're called the ATLADS. You've probably heard of these tales before.
Yeah, the name was a tribute to a friend.
That they all let die.
I didn't let you die.
Her face real.
Did you find anything that is good for my shop?
I pull out the dagger of Eros.
He looks extremely uncomfortable.
I pull out
Not by you pulling out the dagger before that.
Actually, I gotta pull out the flask of endless water.
Okay.
I'll pull out Moria's journal.
I'm gonna show her the flask. Be like,
This is really cool. It comes from the Lost Temple, or the Lost Water Temple of Moria City.
Oh my goodness, I didn't know there was one there. That's fantastic. What is so special about this flask?
Oh, it's very special. It has an endless supply of magic water.
Oh. Do you mind displaying? She kind of pulls up this golden, kind of plated at the top silver pan. Be a bedchamber pan. Puts it up on the counter. Would you mind?
Oh, of course, of course.
and I pull it to my mouth and I whisper the word stream.
Stream.
It starts shooting out water to your mouth or to the bowl.
The ball.
Okay. Yeah, it just starts splashing. Oh, that's very good. Could you make a start, please? Stop. The ball's falling. It's filling up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the magic part. Because
Stop
it's,
it. Starts to slowly start flowing over the side of the bowl. Please.
Atlas.
That's fantastic.
Come on.
I don't know.
Eventually, it stops. It teeters
It's
off.
yeah. So
Oh.
I'm out of water. But if you say fountain, oh.
Water starts. No, turn it off. What are you doing? For goodness sake. Ah.
A flask of endless water. It's in the name.
She sort of holds up the pan. It's empty now. You're trying to put it in front of it so it shoots right into it and spraying all over you. Eventually, the water just Let's do a little drip.
See, it's yeah. If you need water, and if you need fresh water, if you want to drink, you need salt water. If you want to drink salt water,
Just staring at you, the blue skin just dripping, blue hair now just sopped to the side of her face and down her shoulders as she stares at you.
Mhm.
Wait, you should.
Oh,
You said she had blue skin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Perhaps you can sell this for a good price after the mess that you make, yes?
oh, maybe you give your cleaner a call. See if he shows up.
Yes, I can mop the floor myself. I don't need to pay Harper to mop the floor.
How much would you pay Harper to mop the floor?
It depends how good business has been. The young fella, he takes whatever I give him. He doesn't have a specific rate or anything. 50 silver or something like that.
And how would you normally get word to Harper?
I would just either go myself or send a courier. Or any of the local
Okay.
children. Most of the people that live on that level know each other, so if I see one, I can pass a message first.
Colin, you said that you had put the stuff that I read that night in my journal.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Never mind. There's a thing to expand that I did not have expanded. Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm sorry about the mess. Maybe do you have any scrolls of air drying?
I try not to use the merchandise unless absolutely necessary.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. I'll have plenty of time after you leave. I probably won't see more customers for a while anyway.
Okay. Well, did you want the flask of endless water?
Oh, of course. How about I give you 150 gold? That's a good deal.
150. What? I'm sorry. What for? I'm sorry. For a flask of endless water?
Yes.
No.
What were you thinking? If you're going to ask the shopkeeper what you're going to pay, he's going to pick something low. He's going to mark it up and make some money.
I was thinking around 1,500 gold.
1,500 gold.
This is a flask of endless water from the ancient lost city of water.
From the Lost Palace.
The palace from... I'm sorry.
Roll a deception check.
Okay.
Sorry, per deception?
Deception, yeah.
From Lord of Amorian
though?
himself.
Is it deception from a secret
Hey,
watery
I think
palace?
this
Yeah.
Very much still feels like the watery palace existed. And he found that down there.
Atlas knows there was no watery
Does he?
palace.
Does
Yes, 100%.
All right, I'm guiding myself.
Corey does not, but Atlas does.
13. Wait,
Okay.
no. I have guided myself.
Yep.
14.
14. Well, even if it is very special, that's a little bit pricey for me. Perhaps take it to another store with magical
gold?
wares, and perhaps they might be a more...
Darius
into it.
slides over on the counter and he's like, come on. And you can see like the discomfort as he says it. He's like, it's from the watery palace in Vinmoria Mine. It's a very rare place that you can only see once during a specific full moon.
I'm going to touch him on the arm, and I'm just going to say,
Darius knows. He knows all about it.
and I got cast guidance on him.
Okay, roll a persuasion, Darius.
This is your purpose.
Persuasion or deception, whichever one you want, Darius. You can choose.
Natural 20. And you know what? Just for you, what is guidance?
What, do on
D4?
D4.
All right, hold on. Let's do the full. 34 is my persuasion.
Okay. It does sound very special. And I don't mind buying it. It sounds unique, but that price, sorry, it's just too much.
I lean into Alice. What were you asking?
1,500 gold, but
Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe we can meet, like, somewhere in the middle area, like 500 gold?
1,000 gold. 500. What middle do you middle from?
That's a lot of
1,000 gold.
man.
Somewhere enough for a fireball.
The middle of 1500 is 750.
Mastos, zip it.
Let me take a look at it. Do you mind if I take an actual look at the flask?
Oh, sure, here.
I
Give me a
whispered to
moment,
Atlas. If he doesn't buy it, I'll give you a 150 for it.
No.
That's better.
Yeah, she looks all over it, and I'll be back in just one moment. Just one moment.
Oh yeah, she's about to figure out what it is completely.
She sets it down on the countertop in front of you and walks off to the other end of the room.
Alice,
Yes.
when you are trying to lie about something, you don't go to, like, another planet for a price. You just bump it up like 2 or 3 times the price, not...
What is the price
10
of
times.
something so precious? I don't know. I don't
Oh
know
my
the
God.
price.
You have no idea what you're doing.
There's a
What?
scroll of fireball for like 750 gold. This place is ridiculous already.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what magic scrolls sell for. Did they sell on your island?
I don't know. I don't have memories of that. Thanks for bringing that up right now.
So how do you know that that's a lot?
Because it's a lot more than what I got.
That doesn't mean we didn't have any money when we got here.
Wait, you guys don't have money? And I
We
We
I don't know if
all-
Atlas does this, but
we
yeah,
all
like
turn.
just turn slowly and like, you got gold? Hold on a minute. Wait,
Mastos good at games around the fire.
has Atlas told me that he can't endlessly produce gold yet?
I think he did. Something happened. Yeah,
I
because
brought
you
it
said
up
for the
and he
first
told
time
me it
Darius
had to be a
realized.
secret.
I feel
Yeah,
like
he
he
told me
figured
it's-
it out.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because you said the words.
think it
This
was,
is the
like,
first time
verbally.
Darius has actually realized that Atlas can't unlimitedly
Yeah,
okay.
produce gold.
This is like real gold here, Mastos, right? Not like,
Shinies.
Not a shiny rock.
yeah.
Well, what is gold but not shiny rock?
It's actually a shiny rock that's been pressed into a very specific, and I pull out a gold coin.
You
Mhm.
said shiny rock.
And it's
No, we
recognized.
said gold, meaning gold pieces, these.
We're
And
wasting
I
our
hold up
time
a piece
here, I
of gold.
think.
I
Well, we're
take
waiting
out
for
my
her.
I take
Just-
out my coin purse.
Yeah. So while he's doing that, I'm like, let me deal with this. Do
I
you actually
start-
want to sell it? I can
I
probably
start
get 500 gold
counting.
for it.
Oh, I probably don't want to sell it. It's very precious to me.
Oh, why are we even? You are wasting our time. And I do yell that out.
Well, no, if we can get 1,000 gold for it, I'll sell for 1,000
I'm not
gold.
going to get 1,000 gold for it. It's probably worth like 300.
Can you weigh my gold?
How much do you have, Mastos? Can you buy that fireball scroll right now?
Just count your gold. Do you need to weigh it?
I'm up to 150.
Like in counting, or that's how much you have?
I'm just counting. I'm still
And you're still going?
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I think this guy's loaded.
Well, how? He was a fucking rock for like.
You know, that gold was with him for that long. What if people like came up and made wishes and like threw the gold at him and it somehow absorbed into him?
I am now at 250.
I mean, I guess anything is possible in this.
Jack should have robbed Mastos when he had the chance.
At this point, you see Orla walking back from the other end. She stopped for a minute or two over to chest in the far west. She was bending down to it, and she heads back over. Very well. I
Perception
can.
check on her stern.
On her stern.
She's firm.
Oh.
I can offer you
But is she
400
good,
gold.
400 gold. You know what? I'm sorry, but I'll take it.
Very well. Good deal.
Thank
She
you.
goes down into the chest to the left of it and starts going
I
through.
want 50 of that gold for negotiating that for you.
You didn't negotiate anything.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, do you know the definition of negotiation? You didn't
Darius
even
turns and looks at her and says, "Everything was a lie. The Watery Palace didn't exist. He found this in some cave."
She looks up and she's like, a deal's a deal. I don't think. I think you're joking around, aren't you? You're trying to get me. You.
You
These guys are funny. One shoots at throwing. He's throwing the daggers and he's making the jokes.
He looks at
Hear him sing.
Atlas.
Oh, goodness me. She turns around. She puts down 200 gold and 2 platinum.
2 platinum.
I assume the
Can I get
platinum is
50
okay,
copper?
yes? Copper? How about 400 copper?
Platinum's only worth 10 gold.
I'll take 400 gold pieces,
What?
please.
I thought 100 gold was platinum. What am I thinking
I
of
think
then?
100 copper is silver. How many platinum is
10
gold?
gold, yeah.
10, so it'd be 10.
Oh, shit. My bad. I thought... Okay.
So Darius is just
She
looking
gives
at
you
her like,
200 of it in platinum. She just doesn't want to give you 400 massive gold. That's a lot of weight. So,
Okay. So I'm getting 200 platinum?
No.
So
You're getting 200 gold worth of platinum.
20 platinum, and 200
Just
gold.
checking. Just checking.
Yeah, I'm not letting you get extra. So you're not giving me any of it, jerk.
I wasn't going to give you any, but...
You
no.
clearly did.
I just
Told
said
me I didn't negotiate anything.
I don't think you did.
34 persuasion, that did nothing.
Oh, I'm not saying you didn't persuade them. I just don't think you negotiated.
Part of my negotiation.
You didn't even say an amount of money.
I said 500 gold.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, sorry. What were you saying?
I mean, technically, yes. Technically.
Which is yes.
But you negotiated for less than what I was asking for.
Yeah, because you weren't going to get it. You weren't even going to get a sale with that.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Very good. Thank you very much. She screws the top back on and puts it in her pouch for now. Very well. Any other business for anybody else here? Oh, you had a
You
book.
got them
to
boots
see.
of haste, though?
Pardon?
You got them boots of haste, though?
Do you have
Please.
boots of haste?
What's the face? I do not. I did,
Okay.
but I sold them about 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Yes, very nice gentleman.
Who?
I didn't ask his name. Very
What did he
nice
look
gentleman.
like? Did he have red goggles?
He did have red goggles. Yes, white beard, white hair on the top, nice staff.
How much did he pay for those boots?
I'm not going to discuss other transactions with other patrons. That's not very nice.
Well, if you remember what he said, he doesn't buy stuff, he trades stuff.
Yeah. Well, still, trading for gold is still a trade.
But he wouldn't do that.
I'm sorry, but this might be part of our investigation. How much did he pay for those boots?
I more so want to know what he did with them.
I don't want to disclose that information. Roll a persuasion
Yeah, no,
check.
Not working. There we go.
I'm guiding myself. My persuasion sucks. 17.
17? Okay, that's not bad. I mean, I don't know how this is pertinent to the investigation, but I mean, I guess. She goes under the counter, she pulls out like a ledger. Just kind of going down. But, 1750. 1750 for the boots.
Car's loaded.
Yes, 1,750 gold.
So basically the price of a flask of endless water.
No,
Darius face palms.
most definitely not.
I'm just joking with you.
You're
Okay.
funny, you.
Does he come by often, or is that was the first time you've seen him?
I've seen him once or twice. He's come by not frequently, but he has come every now and again to see if I have anything. He always looks for specific things, and if I have it, he buys it. If I don't, he goes on.
Okay.
Why
All
did
right.
that so early?
Oh, she's exhausted.
Eggs.
Yeah.
Oh no! Good being exhausted. You wish to lay down and have a good spell to make you sleep.
Sleep spell.
Sorry,
Only 1,500 gold.
muted.
A good deal.
You have not been.
So I slap Vimoria's journal onto the counter. You're like, is this of any interest to you?
You topple my pile of gold that I have finished.
Neatly stacked. Is it ding 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 ding? What? Sorry, what is this?
It was the evil lord's journal.
Somebody's diary?
Oh, well, take a look at it. See if it's of any interest to you.
And she starts leafing through it. Anybody doing anything while she leaves through it? It's gonna take her a bit.
I'm restacking my stack of 500 gold.
I'm gonna go over to Jack and be like, "Do you have that other book that we got from there? They might be a good pair."
He's muted.
Which one?
The blood weaving book you had. Darius doesn't know what the book was. It just knows that it was another Vimoria book. So
Yeah, I still have it, and I still have the concoction as well. I forgot to throw it away.
I mean, we might
You
make
don't
good
have
money
the
from it.
concoction. You poured them all out.
Well, when I said originally I was going to, I ended up not. Did I pour it out later?
No. It was just the one time you said you just poured it all out because you didn't want anybody to. It's too dangerous to use. Did you change your mind? I don't remember.
When we were, I just remember I said I was going to, and then we were still in the castle, and then something you said deterred me. I said, okay, I'm not gonna do that, and then I just never did it again. Like I never
Okay.
attempted to.
Yeah, we'll check back on it.
All right. Yeah, Jack will pull the book out.
This book goes with that one, and I slide it down the counter.
Yeah.
Assuming you don't fight me, Jack.
Nope, he willingly gives it over.
Yeah, she once the other book comes down the counter, she kind of like looks back a second, kind of just observing the inscription and stuff on the front of it. So, just for a moment, and she reaches under the counter and she just puts on a pair of gloves, whereas before she just had her hands exposed. Kind of just goes around the outside of it, checking underneath, kind of rotating it. She's paying a lot more attention to this book than Lord Vimoria's journal.
I thought she was going to pull out her shotgun.
Get off my lawn!
TPK.
Yeah, she starts slowly. As she kind of lifts the cover, she kind of tries to look first just to make sure there's nothing untoward. And then just very gently leafing through one page at a time as she moves it forward. She only gets a few pages in, and then she gently closes it. I tell you what, these two books, the young gentleman can have his fireball. How does that sound?
Jack
I
is
wanna-
gonna-
I just put my hand up to Jack. I'm like, 1 minute. I want to insight check her to see if, like, what I'm getting from her. Like, is there genuine interest? Does it look like something malicious is there? Like, I kind of want to see what her interest in the book is, and if I can get more money out of it.
Yeah, roll an insight.
For evil.
Am I still guided? Because I used the guidance.
Okay.
It's guidance on you. That's fine.
Bodic inspiration. Oh, you
Yeah, I was
can't
gonna
use
say
it,
he's
so-
not even using inspiration for himself.
I can't use it yet. You can't use it until like level 15 or something
Oh,
on yourself.
okay.
So insight.
And 1d4 as well.
Yep. So let me roll that. So 15, 18 insight.
18. Okay. So she looks genuinely curious. It doesn't look. It doesn't look like she got like a moment of excitement in regards to a sort of a hunger for herself or anything. It looks like legitimate. You've seen it yourself when you get a good deal and you get more money than you were supposed to or something, and you kind of get that little bit of excitement. You see that in her eyes, but she seems legitimate.
Okay. So I say the scroll of fireball and 250 gold, and it's yours.
Take the journal, and I'll give you the fire bottle.
My 100 gold and the fireball.
Persuasion.
Such an eye roller.
22.
Okay. So you say fireball, 100 gold, the 2 books, yes?
Yep.
And then Jack's gonna put his finger on. And if we bring back your case, we get another one.
If I can procure another one before then, it's a very unique item.
We can look at what else she has when we come back, Jack.
Yes, of course.
Jack gives a quick nod.
I can honor the 1,500 worth of gold as well. If you bring it back, I can give you the gold value, the 1,500 as well.
Also worth it too. So we'll see what it is when we get back.
Of course.
But, scroll of fireball and 100 gold.
Very well, very well. So she reaches down, pulls out 10 platinum, puts it on the table. Fireball scroll. And then gently picks up the books.
I will give back 2 of the platinum and the scroll of fireball, but I'm taking the other platinum for myself.
Let's go, baby.
Want to give Jack the scroll of fireball?
That's what he wants. He asked for it.
Yeah, that was his whole thing.
It's his birthday.
And I think he knows by now not to just open a scroll and read it, since everyone was like, whoa, 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 whoa.
Yeah, when she sees Jack reach for the fire, the scroll, like, hey, no scroll inside, yes?
Now
Yes.
the seal's done.
Lot of wood in here.
What about a case for this one? This one you said is a lot nicer.
I'll throw in the case.
That one should come with a
I'll
fucking
give you a. She pulls out this little leather binding case, a little decoration on the side.
All right.
Here, give me the scroll. I put it in for you.
Sweet.
And I'm going to actually take the scroll and go to hand it to Jack, and I say, now, Jack, the firebolt you can use whenever you want. This one should be used for special situations only. And he, sternly looks him in the eye.
They're one-time use, right? That's
Yeah, that's why I said special. Firebolt, the firebolt doesn't matter.
Jack doesn't know that. Jack thinks he's making fire, and that's all.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, you can use that one whenever you want. This one is a little different. Not even a little. This one is a lot different.
Yeah, with Darius's magical knowledge, he could, if he wishes to explain, what a fireball is. He would be well aware of the spell itself.
It's something I'll explain as we're exiting the store. Once we're done.
Do I know of magic tattooing? Colin?
Roll a history.
That's a 13.
You are not familiar with that, no.
All right.
Orla, now that deal's done, can you tell us what that book is? What's the value of it?
Well, this particular book, it's specialized in blood weaving, and this is something that you can almost not find any information on. It was outlawed by essentially all of the organizations years ago. So it's very anything related to it, from my knowledge anyway, is destroyed. So if anything's found that's related to it, it's quite a good find.
Okay. Is it dangerous, I guess, then?
The wrong hands, I suppose, could be. But just any spell could be, really.
Alice, remember a couple days ago that really crazy guy that we fought?
Mm-hmm.
That was blood weaving.
No, I understand that. Our knack for handing over very dangerous items to people we've just met seems to be getting out of control. So I want to make sure that our friend Orla here is well aware of the danger this could pose in the wrong hands, and maybe she screen or vet her any purchasers going forward.
Yeah, I think she knows what
This
she's
would
doing.
have to, yes, yes. Agreed. I'll make sure that it's nothing nefarious. I wouldn't want anything to happen to the city or anything.
As they're talking about the blood weaving, can I roll to know if I obviously have heard of anything like this?
Yeah, roll an Arcana.
That's another 13.
So you do not.
I rolled 12s both times.
Poor Mastos. He's just a dumb guy counting change.
Yep.
All right. Well, lastly, just before we go, you might actually be able to help with this. Do you have an idea what this is?
And I'm gonna pull out the 5 sheets of magic paper.
Okay. Yes, of course. Do you wish to sell that? It's special paper the wizards use to develop their skills.
No, I don't think I mean, can't imagine it being too valuable. It's just paper, right?
Well, I mean, it's a specific type of paper. Only when wizards learn spells, they have to use this specific type of. It's like enchanted paper almost to absorb the spells and the learning. So it's not extremely valuable, but it,
Is this
gold
what
apiece.
scrolls are made on?
It's a similar substance. Yes.
Oh, so I wouldn't be able to copy that scroll onto one of these, would I?
No.
Like your photocopier.
It doesn't quite. Magic doesn't quite well work like that. No.
No. So what would I use? So, all right. How much is it worth?
I give you a gold apiece.
Okay, I'll hold on to it. Thank you.
No problem.
I shove it back in my mouth. like way less delicately now that I know it's only worth a gold each.
Okay.
Well, should we be heading on out? Jack?
Yeah.
Hally-ho!
See, let's
If you
let's
guys
go.
got all the information you need.
Yeah, I think we know where we're heading next. Oh, do you have any... Can you describe in great detail what that scroll case looked like?
I can do my best. It's
Please.
it's cylindrical, and on each end has it's all golden color with engravings. On the outside of it, it looks like a twisting arrow almost that repeats and repeats, and on the end, 2 rings, one on each end. And the outside of that is like a round, like knobs. Looks like door knobs on the end, which is gold, which you turn to open the scroll. You can open it from either side.
Okay, any gems, or it's just solid gold?
Just solid gold, yes.
Okay, twisting arrows around it. Okay, all right.
What if someone used the scroll?
That would be unfortunate because it's a valuable scroll.
Okay.
It's a scroll of resistance, right?
Yes, a very special one. Normally these scrolls are for a specific resistance, but this particular scroll, you could choose the resistance you wish to be protected from, so it's very valuable.
Okay, you said it was worth about 1,500 gold?
Yes.
Okay. And how did you procure this specific item?
It was here already. It was one of the items that my mother had in the store. I didn't get this one specifically from any merchants or anybody stopping by. It was already here.
So was it quite old, you would say?
Possibly.
And your mother's no longer here?
No, she's no longer with us, unfortunately.
Okay. Who is she with?
Well, we can only hope with the gods.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought, okay, I understand now. Alright, well, you have a great day. Sorry about your mother, and we'll let you know when we find your scroll.
Do you by chance have somewhere where you pay tribute to your mother?
I do not know. She was happened to her in the wilds, and I don't venture out. So, but she's always here with us. She made this place. She built this place. She's with me all the time.
Understood.
Of course.
Apologies again for your loss.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Long time now, but I do appreciate the sentiment.
All right, ATLADS, roll out.
Assemble. Okay.
We'll work on that.
We are assembled.
As you guys start to move, you turn around, you see Mastos now has these piles of gold still just like on the countertop. Mastos, what are you doing?
I'm putting it back in my bag.
Mastos, clean up your fake gold. Let's go.
So as we're exiting the store, I'm gonna basically highlight the massive difference between firebolt and fireball to Jak and explain why he should be very careful
He needs it.
where he shoots fireball, basically.
Darius, why didn't you just get me more fire bolts since they were so much cheaper?
Do you want multiple of those? I'm sure we can trade the ball in. I don't know if she has multiples.
I could cast a bunch of them at once.
No, it doesn't work like that. Like, you know how you can only shoot like 1 or 2 arrows at a time? Spells are kind of like that. You can only do 1 at a time. Some people who are really skilled can pull off 2, but for the most part, it's 1 spell at a time.
So many rules. Okay.
You also have to be careful with the arcane. Like, you could overload your body, and then that's not going to be a good time for you either.
Have you ever just felt the magic?
No,
I
but a lot of
don't.
women tell me they do. And I wink at Mastos.
I wink back, but with both eyes.
I only really feel it when I summon Reen, I guess.
That's feeling it.
Yep.
It's like when I feel the animal I want, or the first time I needed to transform into a wolf. I was scared. Wolves against foxes. But you feel it, and you touch it.
Wait, hold on a minute. Did you just speak in the first person? Or
What?
you said I was scared?
Mastos was scared.
We're getting there. I'm seeing it. I see that improvement, Mastos. You keep working on that, buddy.
I continue on.
So,
Putting my gold back in my bag.
are we gonna go talk to
Harper?
Harper, or are we? Well, Harper's on a different floor anyway.
He's on core something.
Like 5.
4, 5, one or the other. We have it in our notes. Harper.
He's on core 5 outskirts.
Oh yeah.
Your music's really loud now.
Yeah, it is very loud.
Yeah, it's because I didn't talk, I guess.
Louder! Louder!
Is it back down now that I spoke?
Yes. Well, no.
No, it's
going,
not
it's
actually. It's
going.
weird.
I didn't even. I
Well-
literally didn't click anything.
Yeah, we're not blaming you. It's just
weird.
we're telling you.
Okay, I'm gonna move.
So,
I'll move it right down.
If we're done here, then we can move to core 3 to go talk to Jasper, and then we can move to core 5 to go talk to Harper.
Look at you being efficient. Are we out of the store yet?
What did you guys say? Where are you going?
Core 3 to speak to Jasper, and then Core 5 to see. But he's just saying it. We're not doing it. We're exiting the store as we discuss our plan.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so Orla kind of just watches you guys leave and then kind of goes back to her book, whatever she was looking at.
Soaking wet still.
So once we're out of the store, I'll be like, okay, so when we get to Harper, I think,
Now, do we think Harper knows what's going on? I got, like...
well, so this is what I want to see. Someone needs to question him, and I have an ability where I can detect people's thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if
So why
I'm
not just do that?
well, because
I'll
if he's
question
not
him.
thinking about it, it won't do anything. So that's the thing. I can undetected. I can detect what he's immediately thinking. So if you guys question him, whatever comes to his brain, I'll be able to pick. I can also go further, but if he resists it, he'll know I'm doing it, and then that may cause him a little fear.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we shouldn't have Atlas near him, because didn't you summon Dorhan to kill him?
No, not at all. I summoned Dorhan to fight the rats. He just ran past Dorhan and got hit by the sword by accident.
Huh.
I mean, it wasn't really Dorhan. It was just kind of in tribute.
And I'm pretty sure all three of you were out there fighting rats. When he told me to not do it, I wasn't doing it in the first place, but when I decided to, he then requested me to not, and I listened. So maybe he'll have a better time talking to me than the three people that decided to fight rats in the slums, where there's probably more.
I wasn't fighting rats.
So, yeah, you two didn't do anything. He didn't tell me not to fight them.
Mastos points out that Mastos gave him a shiny rock and we're friends.
And Mastos gave him a shiny rock and they're friends.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I'm better with people than any of you. But Mastos seems to have a special connection with that kid. So, I feel like it might be difficult for me to do the spell and question him at the same time.
I'm good with people.
With killing them?
Jak is like, yeah, actually, yeah. I spoke with Carmen, and she was fine.
Yeah, I think you and Carmen are two, whatever that saying is, two peas in a pod. Yeah, that's it.
What does that mean?
You're basically you're cut from the same jib. You're like the same type of person.
You're like two peas
Do you
in
have a sailor background? Do you know what a jib is?
cut from the same cloth.
You'll come to understand. I know a little about a lot, Tim.
All right, well, maybe, I don't know. Mastos does seem to have a connection with them. Maybe we go in soft first, and then we send in Mr. Personality?
As long as you don't go in, Atlas, just accusing him.
I'm not going to go in at all.
I actually think that's for the better. You come across really aggressive recently, and I don't know what's going on.
It was just one. I was asking.
Did it here too.
What other time?
I won 1,000 gold for my useless jug.
But it wasn't useless.
That jug isn't useless. You can feed so
it's
many
not useless, but it was not worth the amount he was asking for.
Listen, just because I wasn't aware of what it was worth doesn't mean I was aggressive. I have value in things. Do you think someone could offer me 1,000 gold for you?
Probably.
I know you're worth at least 1,500. At least.
If somebody asked you if they offered you 1,000 gold for me, you would not. You would definitely give me up.
I don't believe that's true.
Jak's just shaking his head in agreement. Like, yeah. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. I think the only person who may not, and it's a very weak may, and he points at Mastos, and he's like, but he likes shiny things, so even then he may still give me up for 1,000 gold.
Mastos doesn't want to be sold.
I don't think Felix would have given you up.
Yeah, that's fair. He didn't really care for money. But I mean, if they said, hey, let me take Darius and you can tinker with all my stuff, he may do it.
That's true.
Which is worse, because there's zero value to that. Let's start walking. We're kind of just standing here. We'll head to Jasper's, I guess, first.
To Jasper's
and then Harper.
All right.
All right, so you guys heading to Jasper's, which is where, everybody?
Core 3.
Core 3. We remember Core 3.
All right, the southeastern corner of Core 3. So you guys start making your way South down towards the, a little bit north, the stairs lead down through core 2, down to core 3. And you see all the homes on your left-hand side, and then heading straight down south will be Jasper Sunstorm's home. We will take a break, and we'll be back.
Cool.
7 minutes or?
That was a little bit more. Welcome back, everybody. So last we left before the break, the ATLADS had done some shopping, sold some stuff, and made some connections possibly to the gold thefts that were happening in the area. And we're deciding to follow up now on a note they'd received from Jasper to visit. Somebody wanted to meet them, and currently heading down core 5. Was it? No.
Core 3.
Core
3 to the southeast corner to meet Jasper.
His layout.
I mean, he's
No, I
not
was just
wrong. We
checking.
are heading to core 5. We're just making a stop in core 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, as you guys are walking down, you see Jasper's house straight ahead.
Story got
Twist.
dark.
On a pike.
They got Jasper.
Should have went earlier, guys. Yeah, so you approach the door. You see the door there with the 2 knockers. You see the tiny little cat flap on the bottom.
Don't say cat flap. That sounds gross.
Don't
Say
say
it
knockers unless
Say
you're talking
cat
about
flap.
Oriole.
Wow.
Say it in an accent.
This all went downhill real quick.
I'm gonna knock, I guess. I was just gonna walk in, but no, I'll knock.
There you knock. And then after a few seconds, you see the door at the bottom. You see a little tiger-colored cat come out and sit down.
Gross.
Just
Yeah,
turns
I like
around
him.
and then walks back on the cat flap.
I turn to the group and I meow back. Oh, meow. Sorry. Well, we should go in now.
I'm already like walking in the house.
Darius is already door open, already heading in.
Through the cat flap?
I transform into my fox and go through the cat flap.
As Darius has already pushed the door open, you see the back half of Mastos' fox form with its legs kicking out as the door swings forward, half in and half out of the door.
Determination.
Yeah, as the door opens, Darius, you see immediately familiar room of Jasper with the fireplace ahead, cats kind of scattered everywhere. Similar lighting as to when you were here before. You see Jasper is sitting in his chair with the fireplace to his back, kind of facing the open doorway you're coming in. You just see one other figure in the room with their back to you, seated on the couch to his left. It just looks like they're engaged in conversation. He kind of just gives you a glance up and then continues the conversation.
All right, I will approach.
Is everybody heading in?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'll be heading in too.
Okay. Yeah, so as you guys walk in and you get a kind of closer look of the scene now, you see Jasper talking to somebody sitting on the couch. This person has, you see from the back, long, black, stringy hair. And it looks like there's wind blowing this hair. It's kind of like flowing and moving without any type of direction. You don't know why or how. But you can't really see much else. Looks like some sort of red and yellow coloring to whatever armor or something that they're wearing, but you really just kind of see the top left shoulder and this hair just scraggling down. Jasper talking to them.
Hey, Jasper, who's your friend?
Well, welcome. I thought we were going to be a while. So I haven't got any snacks or anything ready. Is anybody hungry? Anybody want a drink or anything?
I'm good.
I'm okay.
I pop back out of my fox form and say, always.
All right. What do you want to drink, Mastos?
What time is it?
2 o'clock.
Probably.
Time, let's see, is you went to Wizard's Tower at 10, so it's about 11:30.
PM?
AM.
It doesn't matter. Wine.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 'cause I slept. Yeah. Wine.
Right.
Wine.
All right. Say so. You want to take care of Mastos? Get some
Yeah,
wine. Anybody else?
You're good. And I actually reach into my bag and I pull out the water skin that I had filled with wine, and I toss it at Mastos.
Right, say so, never mind. Might as well keep ours fresh, eh? Ha
I look at the fermented bag of bag wine and thinking about fresh poured wine and like
What? The longer wine ages, the better.
It's okay, Mastos. We're not going to be here for very long.
I drink it.
Alright, well, everybody else comfortable? Everybody else is doing okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just eager to you said someone wanted to meet us.
And we're on our way to complete some investigation in town, so, we just figured we'd pop in real quick on the way. Is there some person here? Is this them?
Yeah, alright, and you just see the individual on the couch. You just see them slowly turn their head. And as they look back at you all, you see this massive grin and these bright white teeth. It looks like a male human, with big cheekbones, and the chin is just long and pointed. It just has this creepy smile looking towards you all. Ah, so this is the ATLADS that I've been waiting to meet. How are you all? He just stares, he's slowly standing and turning to face you all.
We're good. You seem to have us at a disadvantage, though. Who are you?
Oh, Jasper, introductions, my friend. Yeah, this is Lego. Oh, goodness. How about the given name by everyone, please? He kind of rolls his hands. All right, this is the Darkfold. Pleasure to meet you all, the Darkfold. And he bends over towards you all.
Can I insight check Jasper? I want to kind of get a read on if he's kind of uncomfortable. Does he feel safe?
Sure, yeah, roll insight.
I'll guide myself.
What was his real name?
Ligo.
Oh, nat 20. Nat 20.
Ooh, nice.
It's been a while. It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Yeah, twice.
So yeah, studying Jasper, you know him quite well now after talking to him a few times, and he doesn't look in any way afraid. He looks kind of rolling his eyes like, okay, I got to do this kind of show for him, but he doesn't have any fear.
More annoyed.
Yeah, more just like, yeah, running through the motions.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, and I go, Lego Darkfold. I am Darius Silverstrum.
You're the Silverstrum. And he starts to take a step forwards, and as his foot almost hits the ground, poof, he disappears, and poof, it reappears just over your left shoulder and leans over.
Like I jump away. Not even jump, I stumble. He scares the crap out of me.
Oh, no need to be frightened, Silverstrum. You see his hair is just kind of floating around.
No, I can count at least 3 reasons to be frightened right now.
Oh, no need.
I stepped in between both of them.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Gideon, isn't it? And he bends down on one knee to look at you closely.
No. I'm sorry, my name is Atlas.
And at the same time, Jasper also yells, it's Atlas! It's Atlas! Oh, my apologies. Atlas, of course. What a journey I've heard you've been on. We all have to catch up, and you have to tell me more about the wondrous adventures you've had. And you! He puts his foot, he kind of goes to step up. Poof, poof. Jackie appears, right in your face, 2 inches from you. Jak Nara, yes?
Jack's crossbow flexes out, but his hands are in the same place. It just as a casual response.
Yeah, and as soon as you do that little kind of little flex, Mastos right behind you in your left ear. And the curious Mastos. Hello and welcome.
And and I'm in Foxorb.
Oh, so cute.
Run to Atlas.
As you start to run, his hand goes down, these long fingers, kind of nails about an inch long, pointed, just to pet you. And you just feel as you kind of run away, the nails just like separate your fur as you like try to get away.
Dude, that feels so uncomfortable. like,
Jasper, who the hell is this guy, man?
Is this Radagon?
All right, Lego, I think you're scaring everybody. Maybe just sit back down. Oh, my apologies. I'm just very excited to meet you all. Oh, goodness
Why
me.
are you so excited? And what did you mean by I'm the Silverstrum?
And as you say that, he goes to sit down and cross his legs on the ground, but in a poof, he appears right on top of the fireplace, sitting down cross-legged where he started the cross-leg. Well, you're the Silverstrum of the group, are you not?
Does every group have one?
Yeah, that's like what?
Well, I came to meet the group, and you're the Silverstrum, you're the Nara, you're the A.T.L.A.S, and you're the Mastos.
Check this. Is he hiding something? Or does he know more and he's just like hiding it, trying to keep it back?
Roll an insight.
Natural 19. And my insight is +3, so that's a 22.
Okay. He doesn't look like he's hiding anything. He looks genuinely excited and curious. He doesn't look like he's hiding anything from you.
Okay. So where did you hear about us?
Oh, well, one of my friends. We get together every now and again, as we all do, and have a conversation. And he told me about your many adventures and the troubles and the spoils that you've been in, and I had to come and see. I love excitement.
What friend is this?
Ah, my friend Ga.
Oh, yes. That actually checks out. And where do you hail from, friend?
Oh, well, I hail from the blessed realm, of course. The realm of deities and gods that created this world and many, many more. So, you ask me a question, I ask you. Sound fair?
Yeah, sure. Hit me up.
And then
Twit, squid, pro, row.
disappears, reappears right in front of Jak again, 2 inches from your face yet again. Jak Nara, why are you here? What's your goal? Why do you continue to push forward?
I need to win this tournament for my island.
Is Darius actually having an audible reaction, or
Is that your character, Darius, having the reaction? Or
I'm trying to debate on, like, because yes, but I don't think it would be as... All the information that I have in that book that you put in there is information Darius knows, correct?
yeah, anything you can read, Darius read that night.
So then, yes, he would have had, like, a moment.
I'll just
To
like, kinda
only help
shimmy
your
over to him?
island. Okay, so Atlas start making his way over. So only to help your island. That's your motivations, is it? That's all? This can only be done by the tournament.
There's other things coming out in my life that I'm learning about, but to me, this is the most important. And getting this egg over there for Reen and the keepers.
Oh, you have an egg. What type of egg is that? The keepers must be a dragon egg. You have a dragon egg. Oh, that's also exciting. I may see it earlier. Yes, maybe, perhaps.
If you don't intend to take it.
Oh, I have no need for eggs. What would I do with an egg? Anyway, that's my question. Your question next, yes?
Darius actually
Leans even
stops
closer in, like
before-
1 inch from your eyeball now.
Before anyone says anything, we should know that we're speaking to a god.
Oh, poof. Pish posh, I'm no god anymore. That was a long time ago.
Jak is going to kind of. He's uncomfortable, but he's going to hold his strong, tough guy persona, and he's going to kind of lean in a little bit.
Okay.
Is the Centaurium tournament, excuse me, legitimate in the sense that it is actually trying to help the other islands?
Well, helping the islands, that's the question. Has it happened before? I'm not too sure, but I think not. There are other ways to help the islands, of course. Why put all your weight into one thing? Why trust someone else? Why not make it self-productive? Why not look for other ways than relying on someone else? That's a sign of weakness. But that's your question, sir. Puff of smoke appears down in front of Mastos.
Oh god.
Little Mastos. He reaches out with his fingers to just scratch underneath your chin.
Oh god. Actually,
We can't talk like this, can we? Please stand up.
So Mastos shifts out, but he's sitting cross-legged. As his legs form out, he's going to sit cross-legged and say, "Ask."
And he also matches your stature, cross-legged, kind of. He makes himself. He's about 6'2" when standing up. He kind of like shrinks himself down now to try and get down to your height to make you feel more. Is this more comfortable for you? My apologies. I can be a little bit unsettling at times. It's not on purpose, I assure you. So what's your motivation? What are you doing? Why are you here?
I was hoping to learn about where I am now. These guys seem to travel and want to experience things, and I have to know what's happened to, well, I know what's happened to old friends, but to family, the druids, I'd like to know. But
so seek for
that's
knowledge.
not my question. That's not my question to you.
Very well. Ask me a question.
What is Harper?
Harper? Who is this Harper you speak of? Is this somebody else interested? Is this another party member, perhaps? Somebody you've come across? Somebody of interest?
I look at Jasper. Have you found him?
Harper? Well, I looked into him for you. He came here a while back, lost his parents, from what I heard. Doesn't seem anything special about him, to be honest with you. Sorry.
Well, he's been doing things for people, and he smells like me. And those rats, they were something else. Not rats. Something else. Something because of him.
As you turn and you're saying this to Jasper, you slowly see Eagle's face come between you and Jasper. Is that your question?
Yeah.
Very well. Disappears right in front of Atlas. Now, Atlas.
Hello.
Where are you going? What are you doing? You're very special, aren't you?
I'm an automated technician for life-saving assistance.
Yeah, you are, but we both know you're more than that, aren't you? Where are you going? What are you going to do with all this power that you have? What's your goal?
Well, I mean, I think my goal is to help people and help my friends. I don't think I have much power.
Oh, little one, I think you have more power than anybody in this room when all is said and done. Well, perhaps not me, but perhaps me. Who knows? Should we take a look inside?
If you'd like, I have a rear hatch that you could take a look in.
You hear Jasper from the back. Maybe you don't know much about automatons. Probably not a good idea. Oh, very well. I just like interesting things, and you, my friend, are the most interesting of all.
Oh, you're very interesting as well.
Oh, well, thank
used to be a god? Was that right?
Indeed, yes, I was. One of the deities that actually helped create this world, yes.
Oh,
I'm an open book. I will tell you anything you want to know, but that was your question.
Darius tenses. He's like,
Darius, you open your eyes.
he opens one. He's like,
You have one eye. You don't see
starts
him.
to relax.
Starts to relax, and as you do, you feel the black hair just slowly creeping down the side of your face as his face comes around to the side. Darius, what a tale of woe I hear you have. Please tell me, what is your objective in this world, this freedom that you've been given? What is your objective? What are you doing next?
Well, see, those are two different things. Which one do you want to know?
I want to know both. I want to know everything.
If I answer both, do I get 2 questions?
Of course.
Very well.
That's one question.
We are trying to uncover a thief in town. That is our next thing that we're doing. And my objective currently is learning about my past.
Okay. Could be some
don't
excitement in
remember
that, I suppose.
I don't know where I came from. I don't know how I got here. All I remember is my adult life. Well, and kind of my adolescent.
As you're talking, he pulls something out of his. Now that you guys get a better look at what he's wearing, it's like this yellow and red, really tight leather armor. That basically almost encompasses his entire body other than like up to his neck with just his head exposed. And parts of it have what looks like leather strappings, like belts almost, across his arms, his wrists, down his lower calves, his legs, around his waist. But while you're saying this, he reaches down behind the belt and he pulls out this small little kind of pearl, and he just starts running it as you're talking, running it between his fingers. So, don't know about your past, can't answer my questions about where you came from or anything, can you?
You don't know? Aren't you a god? Or ex-god or whatever? Haven't you been around this whole time?
Of course, but I can't see everything, can I? I can be everywhere at once. I can be many places at once. Pew, 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 pew. He like pops around the room 3 or 4 times, then ends up right in front of you again, twirling his... No. A lot of my powers, majority of them, almost all of them, were gone when I had a battle and I got stuck here. So now I can just observe and watch the exciting things that happen in this world. Do you mind if I take a little peek?
What are you a god of?
Darius starts to unzip his pants out.
Beta.
What do you want to peek at?
Well, you said you didn't know where you came from, and I'm kind of curious.
Can I peek with you? Is
It's
that how it
one way,
works?
unfortunately.
All right, fine, whatever. Just do what you're going to do. And Darius kneels because he doesn't want to be standing for this.
Oh, no need to kneel. It's okay. I just wanted to get your permission. And he starts rolling. He kind of just moves the pearl, and the pearl just balances on the top of his middle finger as he kind of stares into it, with you kind of framed in the background. Where you came from? Like your birth? Or your new life? Or what are we looking for, Darius? What do we really want to know, Silverstrum?
Well, my past, how I... Basically, so from me to you, DM, what he's trying to refer to is basically from the point where his memories start, basically on the island. He wants to know before that, how he got to where he was. So I will try to convey that in the best way I can. I just wanted to let you know that's what he's trying to get across. So I have memories up to a certain point in my life, but I don't know how I got to that point. And I've had a couple flashbacks of some school. I think I might have been indoctrinated into something. I want to learn, I mean, about all of it, but I mean, if there's only so much that you can glean, then whatever you think is necessary from there.
So your very origin, we will say.
Sure.
Very
I know I have
creation.
links to, and he kind of smirks because he knows the link between gods and the whatever. I know I have, my history is rooted with the Conciso sorcerers.
Okay. Rubs his head and kind of rolls his eyes a little bit. Yes, yes, indeed, indeed. Very well, let's see here, shall we? And he looks in the pearl and he rubs it in his fingers. Perhaps a little too far back. I see a hut with a strange old man and a lady and a man looking for a child. Sorry, probably too far back.
Was I kidnapped? What?
I didn't know you weren't there at all. Confusing, isn't it?
Okay, carry on.
He turns and starts to slowly walk back to the couched area where Jasper is. So, what do you all think of Lego here?
Wait, don't I get a question?
Oh, he wants a question. Like, oh, my sincerest apologies. Right in front of you again.
You really need to stop doing that. It's very unsettling.
I can't do very much, so I do what I can.
Yeah, me too. I get that. All right, I can respect that. He's trying to think of the best way to word it. Genie wishes and all that. Who was the man who put me in that school?
That's rather specific. I don't have the specifics about your history or past, just what I've seen.
Well, what did you see?
That's why I was asking you. I was hoping it's going to be an interesting story, and all I got was nothing. I don't remember.
Yeah, well, I don't remember. You're supposed to help me.
I'm not here to help you. I'm here to find interesting things and excitement and see if you're worth following, to see if you're worth watching, to see what happens. It's being so boring.
Wouldn't a history shrouded in mystery? The poet didn't know it. Wouldn't that be interesting? Especially considering, and I have a better question for you. And the blade actually comes out from the bottom of my hand. And I look at it, and I look up at him, and I say, who is Demantrum?
And he looks at you and he says, you already used your question.
But you didn't answer me, though.
I answered you to the best of my ability. What more can you ask?
You also said I got 2 questions.
You asked me 2 questions.
No, I didn't. Why are you Jamaican?
What?
I didn't really get a question. I mean,
You didn't? Oh, my apologies. My memory isn't what it used to be. Here's beside you.
hi. I was just wondering, why you called me Gideon?
My apologies. A.T.L.A.S, is a slip of the tongue, as they say. My memory's not what it used to be.
That's nowhere near close.
Can I insight check that?
I want to help him.
Go ahead, roll
Well, I
insight.
want to insight too. So if you want it to be like added on to his, or do you want me to do my own?
It's up to you guys if you want to do individual or give him. You can't really give advantage on insight. They roll individually.
Yeah. So I feel like it would be what we both just kind of from it, right?
Yeah, trying to gauge him.
Okay.
I'll bless myself.
You should have blessed me,
You
and then
mean
I could have
guidance?
inspired you. Yeah.
Well, I don't
Unless
know
you're planning on
what
a
guidance,
fighting.
I got 21.
Hold on. 13 plus something. Insight. 13 plus 4.
Okay.
17.
So You both can tell that everything he says seems to be truthful. The only flicker is calling Atlas Gideon, saying that it was a slip of the tongue. Sorry, that his memory's not as good as it used to be. That's what you kind of pick up. Like there's a little bit of a flick there.
Right.
It was not that it was a slip of the tongue was truthful.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
So everybody got the questions? Yes.
Well, actually, can I just ask another?
Ooh, cheeky Mastos. Yes, of course. Go ahead. And I'll have one for you.
Do you know of the Druid Grove?
Oh, there's many Druid Groves. Which one do you speak of?
Dumanian. Oh, man. Dumanian Grove. Dumanian Grove.
Sorry, just whenever you started, like, changed into the voice. It just...
Yeah. I had to practice.
Ah, yes, the Dumanian Grove, of course. Yes, I actually do know that. And when it fractured off into the islands, Dunaman is what they called that particular island. Not very imaginative, I don't think, but yes, I'm aware of it.
Are they around still?
Indeed they are. They have a special tree there. Some say it is of significance and healing. But I don't bother to go there because druids are interesting and everything, but not much happens from what I understand. And it's a bit of a irritance to go to the islands with my form of travel, so I don't go there much.
That's fair. Sea travel is sometimes harsh.
Oh, don't travel by sea. Oh, come on, I'm but a god. And he's pum, pum, pum. Flicks over 3 or 4
What are
times.
you a god of?
Teleporting.
Well, let's say my powers so diminished after the battle that now I'm destined to traverse across the world, just observing and seeing. So, all of my, we will say, combat abilities with the use of magic removed. My connection to the Blessed Realm for returning removed. And here I stay, watching, looking for things to keep me entertained.
Forever?
Forever, time is but a mortal thing. For me, it exists at all time and all space.
Jak is going to, when he says time's different, and he's going to say, times moves differently. Were you involved in the fighting of the old one?
Kind of curls his lip. Not of that particular event per se, but I was the first to uncover a plot that Sinkelsen had to try and bring down the old one. And thinking quite as powerful as I was, I could approach him and perhaps discuss what he was doing, and that did not go so well for me.
Well, eventually, I'm going to be required to fight for that. And when I go, do you want to go with me?
Wait a moment, you're going to fight to bring the old one back? Is that what you're saying to me at the moment? Right now, right here?
I don't know if I'm supposed to bring back the old one or I'm going to help to stop him. But that is why I was given Reen.
Darius just goes, what?
Yeah, what? Yeah. Both my head and Mastos' head just like turn.
So, yeah, he turns from Atlas and starts walking over towards Jak now, with his head kind of cocked to the side. That's why you were given your Drake to help release the old one.
I don't know what side to be playing. I was told that I was going to be called upon, and this is my time to grow.
And he pulls out the pearl that you seen him using with Darius earlier. Reason you were given the Drake. Mind if I take a little look
Don't trust him.
and see if we can figure it out?
Go ahead.
He holds the pearl up and just kind of puts you in the background of it, and your image kind of filling the pearl. Reason you were given the Drake, Wow, this is interesting. Very unexpected. How is this possible, Darius? An old man in a hut with Jak? An old man in a hut with a couple looking for a child? The same man? How is this? Oh, this is getting exciting. Oh my goodness. How did you get that Drake? When did it appear?
You let him look, you get a question.
I'll answer his question.
Get your question first. That's not how they work.
He can ask his question when he wants to, you big bully.
Yeah, well, I've seen how you act. So ask your question, then answer his, and then you get
I've
another
been
question.
nothing but polite and answered all your questions.
You didn't
That's
answer my
rude.
question.
What was
About
your
a year
question that I
ago-
didn't answer? I'll get to you next. Jak, go ahead. You've got the floor.
About a year ago, I was out on a mission, scouting out my island to see if I could find more resources, and I got attacked, and I got overwhelmed, and I was getting piled on by these creatures, and a flash happened, and a Drake started pulling them off me, and we combated them together. And that's when I
So,
got her.
that is an exciting story. Intrigue, drama. Where does the old man in the hut come into play with you receiving your Drake, I wonder?
You mean the old sage?
Indeed. I questioned the pearl why you were given the Drake. Why would it show me the man in the hut, the sage that you speak of? Why, Jak? Why?
I don't think he gave me it. He gave me these, and he's gonna flex his gauntlets.
He turns like, nice devices. Very well. If you don't know, it's not very exciting. Darius, you said I didn't answer your question. What's your question?
Yes, I told you. Who's the Mantram?
Oh, the Mantram. An archfey, I believe, rings a bell, the Mantram. Yes, archfey, that's right.
He looks at Mastos.
Looks back. at,
He's just thinking. Because he knows he's linked with you. All right, well, I'll take that as an answer for my question. Thank you.
So, do you know who the old man is? Or are you just... That's what you're calling him now that you've seen him twice?
He's just an old man. I don't know him. This is just, this is from both of you. I don't know who this person is.
Well, the sage's name is Garrick. Does that ring any bells?
Care to let the rest of the class in on the joke?
Ooh. This is getting interesting, Garrick. Well, this has been an absolutely entertaining, exciting experience for me, and I appreciate it very much. In these times of peace, there's not much for me to do, but this is fantastic. You've released these evil entities out, you've killed things, you've fought a blood weaver, you've done so many things, and I'm so excited to see what you all do next. What are you doing next? What is next on the exciting plans of the ATLADS?
What do you mean we let those evil things out?
Well, the purple entities from the Shadow Realm. You free them. You free them.
Those were beings?
Yes, they were essences.
Do they have names?
Oh, I'm not sure which ones. You could have names, perhaps the new, perhaps the old. I don't know.
How do you know they're evil?
Because some things I know, some things I don't.
Tell me this for my question. If you were one of the people that helped create this world, and you went out of your way to try to stop the old one, and I'm being called upon to fight, and I don't know if it's for the old one or against the old one, who should it be for?
Well, I think, Mr. Jak Nara, perhaps you should look inside yourself and seek your true motivations, and I think you could probably answer that one for yourself.
I mean, I'm all for not helping a god that all the other gods had to fight. That's generally the side I would pick.
It was still pretty vague when I got introduced to it.
You met the old one?
The reasoning by why I got Reen and why I have to learn to work better with a group. Something about not one soldier. So there's
Perhaps we should dig in more, shall we? If you all got a little bit more time so we can find out Jack's story?
I mean, I think we kind of need to know if he's a servant of the old one or not.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. Let's all have a seat by the fire. Makes it more interesting. Mastos, you like sitting around the fire, don't you?
You're muted.
I'm already over there now.
So Lego again teleports himself, sitting on top of the top of the hearth, just dangling his legs off the top of this tall hearth blaze. Fire just slightly lit below. Jasper's still sitting, kind of watching everything play out.
Can we get a David Bowie-esque picture of this guy? I want to. That's why this pearl twirling reminds me so. Oh yeah, look at that.
For
Look at
some
that
reason,
tight leather, guys. That's
he reminds me of
exactly
Morph,
how I thought
but
it.
with long hair.
he looks like a feminine Wolverine.
What?
The outfit, at least the outfit.
I love how we both picked X-Men.
I didn't know what X-Men you picked. My bad.
I said Morph.
Is
He
that
looks
an
like Morph
X-Men?
with long hair. Yeah.
Dude, he's like one of the originals, bro.
His outfit looks very Wolverine-y.
Yeah. Until you saw Morph, you'd be like, oh, it looks like Morph.
I mean, they're pretty much the same.
Yeah, so he gestures you all to sit down on the comfortable-looking red leather couches. Jasper kind of like wheels himself back just a little bit to kind of open up some space. Goes over beside the fireplace. What's everybody doing?
I'm gonna approach, but I'm gonna like lean on this table here.
Okay. That's a pillar.
Jack
These
is
are
going
pillars
to-
that support the...
Okay, I lean on the pillar then.
Okay.
Jack is just gonna walk up so the guy can do the thing.
Okay. So you're just kind of leaning on the chair back there.
I'll sit if the guy I didn't know what the guy's sitting.
He's up on the hearth. He's dangling his feet up on the hearth.
Okay.
Teleported on top of it.
Jack is gonna sit just like over here then.
He doesn't sit in conventional places.
Atlas?
I'm gonna hang back the other side of the room. I'm gonna keep an earshot, but I just want to kind of sit down and hang back.
Okay.
Takes an 8-hour sleep.
Mastos, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is a big, fat,
Sorry, it's down there. 16.
16. Okay. Yeah, so as you approach to kind of like sit down here, you see on the table, you see 3 cups sitting there. You don't see any snacks, just 3 cups. The fireplace looks like it's been burning for a while. And so Lego looks down towards Atlas at the end. Atlas, not going to join us by the warm fire. Makes stories so much more inviting.
Oh, I'm okay. I'm not much one for fire or lightning.
Oh, of course. I should have known the lightning aspect, of course, being what you are. Very well, of course. Jak, another question for you. Did you have another question for me, or can I? Back and forth. My turn. So, Jak, you pride yourself on combat, apparently, yes?
I do.
I ask you this. How did you get so good at combat?
I had to survive on my island and help my people survive.
Indeed, but your combat abilities, your techniques, your flourish. How did you come about that?
I guess I was pretty mobile, and the old man wanted me to use this weapon, and he made it for me. And I learned to shoot and get around the trees with this. And I just kind of grew up doing that.
Okay, did this old man teach you how to hunt? How to become powerful and strong?
I wouldn't just say directly. I mean, he told me a lot of stories, but yeah, I guess he took me out a few times.
Another question. Did you ever perhaps ask him for anything? Scan backstory quickly.
Not really. I really didn't. I guess it was more of his time.
Interesting. Perhaps I'm barking up the wrong tree. Woof, 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 woof. It seems to me that you didn't have anybody to teach you these skills, and you just got them, and then all of a sudden you were the provider for the island, and you got a drake, and I don't know, it just seems to, almost like something somebody would wish for, no? Remote island, nothing happening, not a lot of hope out there.
I mean, he set me up for success and took care of me more than my parents really did.
Very well. Well, again, perhaps I'm not going in the right direction.
Jak, did you ask him to train you? Did you ask him to give you these abilities? Did you ask him for the ability to help your people? Even indirectly? What did you do to him, Lego?
Sorry, I'm just trying to read everything so I don't make stuff up.
Jak, are you okay? Did it bring back some bad memories? Making you feel bad and sad inside? I'm so sorry.
I didn't ask him for superpowers. I didn't ask him for a drake. I always asked to be more efficient.
Okay.
So you asked.
You did ask. You have to understand, and this is why I'm glaring at the Darkfold gay. You have to be very careful with these creatures.
Oh.
The slightest thing that you ask for, they can twist it. You may not have asked for superpowers, but they can give you superpowers. And then they can take the equivalent from you.
Rude creature.
Am I wrong?
I'm no creature.
I mean, we're all technically creatures.
Yes, but
He-
you know.
Didn't deny the
He-
other part.
He did ask me all the time what I wanted, what my
Did
goals
you
were.
answer?
To be able to do what I do.
Did he offer to help you in any way?
I mean, yeah, he made me stuff and he showed me some things. I mean, I don't,
Oh no.
but I don't think he signed me up for a war. I don't
Yeah.
think he signed me up to go fight. I doubt. I don't think he would want me to fight against the gods. Why would I want to fight the people that helped make this world? I mean, as creepy as that smile is, I mean, it's the reason we have this place.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, shit.
Intrigue.
Darkfold,
Yes.
is the old man that he's talking about the same old man that you saw in my background memories that aren't there?
Why, now that's an interesting question. Because it was the same man, but it was not the same island.
Yeah.
How's that possible?
Well, because he's clearly not a man.
Do I get another question then?
You know what? You've excited me. Yes, go ahead. And he crosses his legs.
Besides the use of those teleportation circles, how do people get around from island to island?
Oh, teleportation circles don't work from island to island or from landmass to landmass. There are arcanic regions cut off by the destruction from the cataclysm. And people can't move like they used to.
But they can. We've met people who could go from island to island through some type of magical means.
Well, if they can, they're very special. And it would take a lot of time.
Okay. Well, congratulations, Jak. You've made a deal with the devil.
Oh, I'm sure he's not a devil.
I just didn't want to be like looked at as a bad guy in your eyes, and you think you need to do something about it. So,
Well, I don't think you're a bad person, but I do think you've linked with something not so great. But then again, and I pull the sword out again, I'm like, I may have done that too, so. Twinsies!
Everything starts somewhere, don't worry. It's all about what you do with it and where you end up, isn't it? Case in point.
Am I evil too?
Oh, Atlas. Evil? I don't like to talk in good and evil. I'm just in the middle, enjoying everything. I don't
No.
think
Who usually
you're
says that?
evil.
Am I evil? Like, am I working for someone who's evil?
Do you want me to take a little look at a specific memory for you?
Maybe.
You guys hear that mosquito?
I don't really have many memories. That's kind of my problem.
Preach, brother.
Indeed. The search for ourselves inside and out, finding who we are, what we are, where do we go, forging the path from our history. Hard to do when you don't know your history.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
So
Do
you
know a
are...
doctor? Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Don't let me cut you off. Our time
I was
is
just gonna
limited
ask.
and I don't want to waste it on you.
Do you know my father? Maybe? Dr. Elias? Reditus?
I don't know him personally, but I know of him, yes. I'm aware that he is your creator.
Is he alive?
I believe so. I haven't had need to speak to him or seek him out. I believe so. I haven't heard that he is deceased. Meanwhile, why would anybody tell me that he is deceased? Because I don't really have an interest in automatons. No offense, of course.
Oh, no offense given. You're honestly the first person that isn't interested in me.
Does that disappoint?
yeah,
Should I give
sorry.
you a little bit more attention? I don't mind.
I wasn't really that interested either. Just saying.
Mm-hmm.
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 Go on.
Go on. No, but I'm not disappointed. It's just quite peculiar. Anyone with any sort of standing or
Anyone who matters.
that's the way of putting it. But yes, anyone of real substance or matter seems to
Listen.
be very interested in me.
On my island, I'm kind of a big deal, okay?
Oh, I believe it.
Well, for me, I've been alive for a very long time, or existed, we could say, on this plane, and so I look for interesting, exciting events and things, and although not very interested in automatons, interested in
Interesting
you
things?
is different. Of course, anything. The boredom, that's why I came down here in the beginning, just watching from above. Look at them do this, look at them do that. I wanted to be there, I wanted to see it.
I never
A bit
get
of
bored
trouble,
with
didn't
my
it?
rock. And I pull out my precious.
Oh, a rock. Very nice, Mastos. Yes, we all have the things that we like, don't we?
And the shiny smooth stone, he doesn't react, eh?
Doesn't.
You know, you're gonna have to tell me sometime what's so special about that rock.
It's really nice.
Evidently, it's not that nice.
So
That
one of the
hurt.
main reasons that I wanted to meet you all is you're in a very specific predicament, opportunistic thing, perhaps. There's only one place in all of this realm that I can't access.
Where's that?
Centaurium. My magics let me fold the very essence of where we are, and I can move where I wish. Centaurium, I cannot get into.
Interesting.
You all have access to it, except for Mastos, of course. This creates perhaps an opportunity in the future that we could work together. There's
What do you
something there
got
that
in
I
it?
need to see, want to see, need to make sure is not functioning. And I can't
What's
do that. I think there's only so much you need to know at the time, and the time is not now.
You want us to agree to it? The time is now.
Oh, you don't have to agree to anything right now. You're nowhere near remotely capable of what's needed for what's to come.
You underestimate my power.
Oh, very well. Do you wish to test power? He starts to raise his hand a little bit. Start to see the kind of the bindings start to move just up in the air. Does somebody need to test their abilities to prove their strength for what's to come?
Imagine being a god and challenging a mortal to a fight and acting like you're tough.
Well, he's not a god anymore. They took all his powers.
Yeah, I mean, he said that, and then he also said, I am but a god who jumps around.
Well, I mean,
Oh, I wouldn't be fighting you myself, of course. And he just reaches to the side, and you see these bindings now start to naturally extend and almost turn into, instead of these black belts, turn into almost like a liquid and start clinging to the side of the wall, and you see it start to form, and Jasper starts just kind of wheeling himself forward. He's like, "Look out, not here, please. Oh, just a moment." And you see this black fluid now form into a square, and as he kind of retracts his hand, the liquid comes away, and you see a door now formed in the wall. If anybody thinks they're so brave, thinks they're ready for what's to come, can just go and looks at Jak, stares down at you, Jak. Even participate in the tournament. You think you're ready? Go ahead and test yourself.
Say that again.
I don't like to repeat myself.
Did you guys hear that? He sounded like Doron.
Jasper then perks up. Look out, come on, you just wanted to meet him, didn't ya? Don't be playing around. Oh, but it's so exciting to see the looks in their eyes. What's behind the door? Should I go? Should I test my strength? Should I show him I'm so strong?
What do you think, guys? Should we go? I mean, he's not going to kill us. If he does, he doesn't get any more interesting stories.
I wouldn't say, I wouldn't go in there, guys. You don't know what he's got in there. I wouldn't bother.
Well, he's not going to kill us.
Oh, I'm already getting so bold. He just pulls his arm, and the door means disappears.
Well, good.
Very
'cause I
well.
wasn't going in.
I suppose you're not strong enough. I will say this, Jak. You don't have what you need, and you should find out why you have what you have before you proceed to try to make what you have stronger than what you currently have.
Why don't you stop talking in riddles?
Ask me a simple question, I'll give you a simple answer.
He said, make sure that you learn more about why you have your dragon
What he has.
ability.
What is it? He didn't say dragon. He said
No,
you have what you
he
have. and
He clearly said, learn what you had for the reason that you have before making what you have better.
he also said you don't have what you need.
Which is probably more skills
Or friendship.
or friendship.
Yeah, I
We could
mean,
use more friends.
There you
well,
go.
Jak doesn't have any friends.
Mastos
Yes,
is
Atlas.
always up for more friends.
Are you able to access memories that I might not be able to access?
Quite possibly.
Ooh.
There's an essence, a chord, a string, perhaps, through the lives of the mortals on this plane. Sometimes we can see and peer back throughout this thread and connect to certain parts and pieces.
Maybe you can maybe look back on the day I was created, where I received this energy.
Let's take a peek. And poof, he disappears. Right in front of you already has the pearl out.
Mhm.
So we're taking a look back at the event that you were created. We need to be exact. What am I looking for?
Well, from what I know, my father was breaking through a crystal, and the energy came out, and they pushed it into me. They trapped it inside myself. That's how I became me. I'm not sure how else to describe it. I've only really seen it in flashes.
Interesting. I'll see what I can do. He holds the pearl up and stares through. As he's kind of focusing on the Atlas, he's taking a little bit longer than he seemed to previously when he'd done this before. And he's looking in as he keeps just staring. You see kind of the floating black hair go up slightly and start to kind of like almost like static electricity. The black hair starts to kind of raise and get more rigid as opposed to the flowing previously. He focuses in. He doesn't have a grin this time. He's just looking, almost like when you're trying to look at writing that's so small and you're trying to focus and close your eyes and just try to get that clarity. And he just backs out. He says, "Well, indeed, it appears that there was an explosion. Rounding sphere. And there was an explosion I seen. A death. Some injured, but some protected. But a death nonetheless."
A death?
Yes.
Someone died?
Indeed.
Who is it? Did you
My
see?
apologies. I don't know who they are.
So my creation killed someone.
That's not for me to say. I can't confirm or deny that.
And my father was there? You'd seen him?
Indeed, he was protected by the one who died.
And you said you confused my name before, but you weren't being very honest, were you?
I hear so many names. My goodness. Over the thousands of years that I've been alive.
What was the name of the person that died during the explosion?
I don't know the person of the name that died during the explosion. I've seen his back. He was a man, a human. He had plate armor. I believe, yes, shining silvery plate armor.
We need to speak with Sarek as well.
Yes. Ligo?
Or
Yes, Atlas.
Why did you call me Gideon?
I heard the name. It came out. My apologies once again.
Interesting.
I was speaking to God. He told me about you. We talked about a lot of things. You understand, when gods get together, we have to talk and catch up. It's usually been a while. Lots of names are thrown around. Sometimes I mix match them. I'm not known for my memory.
Wait, did you say when gods meet and catch up? And I look over at Jasper.
Look out.
Gar.
Look out. Some stuff you're not supposed to talk about, remember? Oh, apologies. Yes, there's no more gods stranded here walking around. Not at all. Look out.
Jasper, why are you keeping stuff from us?
Listen, there's some stuff it's not supposed to be out here. I don't know. I'm not up a ladder. I just know what's supposed to not be, you know.
Up
There's
what
bad people
ladder?
around.
Who dictates this?
There are more?
Gar. Gar is a god. I felt like that was pretty obvious considering his time traveling abilities.
Oh, I didn't even look at that.
Abilities is a little bit of a stretch when it comes to the old time traveling. Mr.
What's Gar's real
Garlight
name?
is a little bit stuck in that regards. Another failed battle, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
What is Gar's real name?
He hasn't told you it's Garlight, of course.
Disappointed. Come on.
And what was he the god of before he was no longer powerful?
Ah, he was an essence god of thunder.
Ooh, no, no.
Bring the thunder.
Jasper, how are you in like cohorts with so many ex-gods?
Well, I only know two that I know of. Well, now three. I only know two, but you's brought me a third one to meet, so I know three, but that's it.
Jas-
I just
Jasper,
happened to
are
be
you
lucky,
a-
I guess.
Wait, who's the third one?
Can you not tell Gar that I told you?
I'm not going to say anything.
Okay, well, he found Unda in your prison, your Mio prison. He was trapped there. So, I guess he should thank you.
Oh, that explains why he was so interested in the mirror.
Was that one of your?
No
was that
comment.
one of his buddies?
No.
Well, I mean, Gar doesn't seem like. Well, then again, neither did the goblin, so who knows? But Gar doesn't seem like a bad guy. So far, I mean, Ligo is sus as fuck. I think he might be like a Loki type god, but
I think Jasper's a god.
I think Jack's a god.
Jack is the vessel for the old god.
This has been very exciting. But I think I might say my goodbyes, perhaps. So when things get a little bit more exciting again, maybe swing by. When you're a
Is
little
there
bit
a way I can-
stronger.
Call on you?
Well, you can't call on me. You can, of course, send me a message I could reply to, but I'm not for beckoning down at your every whim. Might be busy.
Unless we're getting into Centaurium, then you want in.
Well, not. I'm going to keep an eye. If you're doing interesting, exciting things, these times of peace are bullshit. Nothing happens.
Is the Centaurium tournament going on?
Yes, they still send people into the Tekken.
Did he tell us what he was the god of already?
No.
Ligo, what were you the god of?
I'm not a god of anything. I'm just a
Were.
god. Were. Thank you, Mastos.
Yeah, well, I mean, you all seem to have like a specific area of expertise.
Some of us. Some of us were just who we were. This is not our first attempt, you understand. There's many realms and planes in this existence. Failed attempts. Some very bad failed attempts. Some successful, but this plane. This is what we were most proud of. This is the one we all decided to leave alone and not to step
All right.
foot here.
I'm getting bored of his politician speaking. Let's
Oh,
go talk to Harper and see what we can figure out.
All right. Oh, one more thing. Just back to my memory. The grounding sphere, is it the same energy as those evil ones that were released?
No, not at all. Those energies were from the Shadow Realm. The grounding spheres were created here on the mortal plane.
Oh, by you, the gods?
No, not by us, no. Conciso sorcerers.
Conciso sorcerers.
Oh, fuck, everybody's linked to me.
Your
Okay.
pearl. Your pearl. It sees things?
Kind of. I use it to be able to see sometimes through things for someone. I've lost many of my abilities, as I mentioned, and so I need assistance with some relics when required.
I'm special. I'm not of here. Not like you, but you know. I don't know. Don't remember where I'm from. I just remember.
Poor Jack. He's in a party with 3 people that don't remember anything.
Well, here's the thing. I was born, but I was born, not born like a baby, but
You just came into existence.
I'm also grew up. I know my history. I know that time I spent, and then I just don't know what happened when I got frozen.
Don't worry, Jak doesn't have that issue, but Luke does. Sitting here reading everything.
All right, Lego, I think it's good to go now. I think you met him. All right, I will say my goodbyes. And good luck, don't die! I think you have many exciting things to happen, and I want to watch. Oh, sorry, Atlas, you had one more thing you were going to say?
Yeah, do you know why the Conceiso sorcerers made the spears?
Yes, I do. They were trying to guide the old one from his prison in the stars.
Oh,
Trying to suck him down to the mortal plane.
oh, that's wow. Okay. Wonderful. And the man in the silver armor that died, what color hair did he have?
He was wearing a helmet I couldn't see. I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't have long hair.
Wait a moment. He was wearing a full helmet, but I'm pretty sure I seen blonde hair coming down just between the gap in the armor and the helmet. I hope that helps.
Yes, thank you, sir. Okay, well, this was a great eye-opening last 20 minutes or so, but I think it's about 2 p.m. We should probably get going.
It's 2 p.m. somewhere, they say.
They always do say that, yes. Always. Alright, great to meet you. Sorry about your the god powers and your boredom. And, we'll give you a ringling if we, storm Centaurium.
Yes, please do let me know if you're doing something exciting.
Oh, absolutely.
Very well, I'm going to take my leave, Jasper. And you see him, he flicks out both of his hands, and the bindings kind of like stretch. Looks like they go through the wall without destroying it. And he just closes his eyes, and you see him kind of almost like pull together his hands, and then just a tear opens right in front of him, and it's gone. All right, well, sorry about that. I didn't really give you a chance to get much warning. But he heard about you, wanted to meet you. How's everything going?
Maybe next time when you're bringing us to meet an ex-god, mention that.
Well, who else did you have tea with? And I point to the third cup.
Well, I don't know if you need to know just yet. Let me. Where you at? What y'all doing? Where you at? I don't want to put more on your plate. You got something going on.
We're going to see Harper.
Harper might have stolen a scroll.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it seems important. All right. Well, go ahead. Talk to Harper, and
What? Can you just let us know so we don't have to go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth? Maybe
you know what?
we can deal with this on the way. I mean, don't have an aneurysm over it. It's not.
All right. You're looking into the thefts, yeah?
Yeah.
You're still looking into the murder, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I just had tea with the murderer,
What?
and we're trying to figure out how it happened. Ryan, Ryan, come on in. You see in the northwest corner of the room. You see now from right beside the armor. You see this small, looks almost like a child, blue in color, wearing like a white robe, and the kind of blue eyes, totally blue skinned, and starts to walk towards you all. almost silently, as she slowly goes across the floor. So, it's just Lirianne. She don't speak much, but she was the one that murdered the fella behind the blacksmiths.
Well, nice to meet you.
It was
Why did
Alan
you
Rick,
do
right?
that?
Yeah.
Does she look like the shopkeeper from the Mage Tower?
She does not. As she gets closer, you can see almost her skin almost looks moist.
Moist.
I just walk up to her, like slowly.
Hello? Can you speak?
Yes, I can speak. Why, Jasper? Why did you tell them? Well, I think we can trust these ones. They've done all right so far, and they're looking into what happened anyway. So I figured maybe we should get them involved.
Can you tell us from the start what happened?
Oh, Jasper. She goes over and sits on the couch in front of him. Do I tell them everything? Well, I think it's for best. If we're going to help, I might as well know everything. Oh, very well. Well, my name's Leanne Stroth. I work with the Caterva in Vagar, and when stealthy approaches and missions are required, then I'm called upon. I was given a gift, we could say, and it's enabled me to do many things for the Caterva in Vagar, and my mission was, we had leaks coming from here. The reports were that Centaurium were trying to get Nolja information, schematics, techniques, how to advance technologies, and this is very close to the Nolja. They don't like to spread this information, and we had word that this was coming out of here, and I tracked down who it was, and I was following him, but I was hidden. He didn't know I was there. Then there was a purple flash of light. And the next I knew, I woke up and I was back at the inn at the Dragon Flagon, and my backpack was gone. Everything was gone. Nothing but the clothes on my back. And somehow it was me that killed him.
How do you know it was you?
She looks over at Jasper, and Jasper just kind of nods his head. He was killed in such a way that leaves no marks, and that he can't be spoken with after passing. And that's an ability that was given to me alone. It had to have been me. And she flicks her wrists up, and you see these blue daggers appear from her hands. And she flicks them down, and these spectral daggers reapparate inside her arms again.
Wait a minute. Darius, you said that ability is yours alone, but Darius, you have that ability, don't you?
Put my hand out and
Lightsaber.
it now looks like the way I described it before, but yeah.
Okay.
It basically, so like it'll form the circle, and then yeah, the blade basically like.
She looks over and she kind of smiles. Indeed, I've seen that before. That's a packed weapon, is it not?
Is that what it is? You probably know more than I do. The person who I guess gave it to me doesn't talk to me, and I think he's mad at me.
Well, I have met through the Caterva in Vagar a few warlocks, and yes, that is what I understand, a packed weapon.
Oh, yeah, right. And I guess
Gift given by your...
and I, instead of hitting someone in the party, I actually take it and slice my arm. It does leave marks, right? The pack weapons actually cut, do they not?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So it actually like cuts my skin. I'll just take like a couple points of damage for it.
Okay. Whoa, what are you doing? Why are you hurting yourself?
Well, I mean, it's different. I actually take damage. You said yours doesn't.
Oh, this. My apologies. This is essentially a relic that was given to me. This is not a packed weapon.
Darius doesn't know about it, but I do.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry. They looked similar. So, okay. So you said you've seen a flash of purple light, and
Yes.
then no memory of actually committing the crime.
No, but he was found dead. The last place that I remember seeing him. And I tried to scout down there. I didn't find anything else. No signs of anybody else, or no signs of a struggle. So yeah, she's been here, staying with me till we try to figure it out, upstairs. And yeah, well, Lego might want to help, but he doesn't seem to give a shit. So yeah.
The purple flash of light, does that sound like any sort of magic to anyone that could, like, control someone, or?
I mean, there's lots of magic that can control people. And I mean, there's even magic out there that you can change someone's memories of events.
Or change shape.
I was invisible. I'm completely confident. Nobody knew where I was. I don't know
hate
how
to
this
tell
happened.
you this, but nobody can be perfectly undetected. I'm not doubting your skills as a stealthy person, but even as an invisible person, there's still creatures out there that can see invisibility. I mean, I couldn't tell you what those creatures are. I just know that they exist.
I'm sorry, what did you say your name was again?
Liranne. Liranne.
Well, if you know that you weren't seen, then why are you concerned? If your mission is done, why haven't you left?
My mission isn't done. The documents that he had are unrecovered. His body was stripped of any valuables, including the documentation that I was trailing him for. I don't want to leave until I have these documents. And if I did murder somebody, when not in the instruction to do so and against the law, then I need to turn myself in. I have to find out what happened.
Whoa. Again, I don't think you did this. There's more at play here. You obviously... There's something else. There's a piece we're missing.
From the sound of it, it's that purple energy. She said that, or even Carmen said that, you know, some stuff was uncommon before that happened, and then things just went downhill after it. If it's a negative energy like we had talked about earlier, then maybe she was affected and just struck out and killed. And
the Darkfold said it was an essence. What if it went into her?
They were purple, right?
What?
The spheres?
Yes.
Maybe that's the purple energy.
Definitely. So from what we know is it sank into the city and then dissipated. But dissipating doesn't mean disappearing. It could have sank into the city and infected multiple people or one person.
Or could be traveling from person to person, trying to use people to complete whatever objective it wants.
Yeah, but she wasn't compromised. Why would it leave her? It could continue. It could have continued to use her body. And I mean, if I were going to take someone over, I would want someone that could sneak around.
I mean,
Especially with...
Yeah. I mean, unless it doesn't need it can travel at no issue. It wouldn't really need one specific person, just whoever was nearby its current task.
Fair.
But how do we draw this out? How do we...
What if it didn't leave her body? What if it's just like sleeping?
I've been in full control ever since that. If that helps.
Yeah, but
I've been staying here on purpose with Jasper so that if anything did happen, you know, it would be contained.
So, Hold on a second. Let me see something.
So, sorry, just to recap,
Yeah, do what you do.
your initial goal was what exactly with Alric?
It was to confirm that he was the one that was retrieving the information for Centaurium and to take any information that he had stolen.
On behalf of the Conserva Ingivar.
Yes, to be returned back to the Norgia when retrieved.
And you weren't supposed to kill him?
I had not received any orders to kill him. My orders were only to do the tasks that I just explained. If I received the orders to kill him, I would have executed him immediately.
Guys, we might have even more problems if this is happening to her. What if the purple energy took Harper over and made him do that too?
What, steal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Steal and
all
kill.
of these moments have been at a moment's notice. Like, not something that was planned. I feel like it'd be a little harder to get into the store and steal something.
Not if Harper was regularly there cleaning, and if the energy sunk into the city, went into Harper, and was like, okay, let's see what this store has, and went and robbed whatever it could, found a very valuable looking scroll case, stole that, and left.
Atlas is slowly gonna kind of be slowly like start walking away from the conversation, just kind of muttering to himself for a second.
Okay.
And what if that dark energy is what was driving the rats crazy?
He's gonna sit down in the corner
Okay.
and he's gonna ritual cast divination.
Okay. All right. Well, it's a lot of info. But
Liran, I want to try something. It might seem a little alarming at first.
what would that be?
Bear with me, and Darius takes a knee and again covers his eyes. And you see the same purple energy kind of like well up from his hand. And he's going to use Demantrim's vision.
Okay.
Does he see anything?
So, looking at her, you do not see anything from her.
Do I see anything else?
Where are you looking?
So, I mean, initially he's going to look at her, but I'm not going to decide, like, because it lasts 10 minutes, so I'll just keep it up.
Okay.
And I'll look around the room.
Yeah, 1 second here. So, when it activates, your immediate focus goes to her because that's what you're trying to look at.
Mhm.
But then you have to kind of like turn your head for a second and cover your eyes almost, as all of the cats in the room suddenly let this kind of blinding light off for a second. And then it's only for about 2 seconds, and then the blinding light kind of just fades away. Almost like they kind of all of them got pinged almost.
Okay, and would I be able to tell, are they Fae or Fiend?
You can tell that they're Fae.
Okay.
And you look over at Mastos. He's giving
glowing,
off
I
his Mastos glow.
Mhm.
But the glow is about twice the size of his actual body.
Oh, okay.
Not height-wise, but kind of like out around his arms, chest, legs.
I got sorry. You're clear. And I will continue scanning the room. I want to look at Jasper as well.
Yeah. Yeah, looking at Jasper. You don't see anything Fae or Fiend on Jasper. He's just kind of sitting engaged in a conversation. Nothing pinging off him.
Okay. We'll drop concentration on it. So the black in my eyes kind of just like subsides and it's back to my normal color. Whatever was in you is gone.
That's what you were checking. If there do something evil, perhaps.
Yep. Where is it getting my thumbs up? My hands aren't even on screen.
Okay, well,
Yeah, I
thank you
just
for checking that.
I thought if it was inside of you, I'd be able to see it, but there's nothing. You're not an average person, but you're just a person.
Okay, well, that's
Jasper, this room was blinding for a moment.
Oh, yeah. Were you searching for the Fey kind?
Fey or fiend. That special vision lets me see it for about 10 minutes, or I can
Okay.
turn it off.
Yeah, these fellas, they were originally from the Fey. But this is their home now. They're not of the Fey anymore, really.
That's fair. And he just looks at Mastos, but doesn't say anything. And carries on. We need to find a way to track that purple energy. I mean, if it came from the Shadow Realm, Jasper, would you say it's safe to assume that that's Fiend?
It could be Fiend or devils sometimes in the Shadow Realm.
Okay.
Anything evil, really.
Yeah. Okay. Well, anybody got any ideas? And I look over at Atlas. What are you doing?
I'm just like kind of muttering to myself.
Okay. Is this like, are you doing a Jak thing where you're going to answer me in like a few minutes?
I'm just like not even paying attention. I'm just I'm focusing.
Yeah, he went full Jak, full bore.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm going to go back. Unless there's any more questions for me that could possibly help investigation, I'm going to go back into hiding.
Well, just hang on, just in case. He's normally not one to ignore me. He might be casting a spell, maybe, or he went to sleep. So can you wait? Like, how long has it been since he started casting?
I'm still going to be here. I'm just going to go above. I like to minimize the amount of time that I'm out.
Okay, fair enough. If he needs you, we'll get Jasper to call you down.
Yes, just call if you need me. And Jasper just kind of raises his hand to the right, and you see his hand kind of like wave down. You now see the ceiling above the dining room table, the panel start to come down, and stairs start to slowly roll down this kind of ramp. Now starts at the before where the dining room table is, and she moves over and moves up as it starts to close up behind her and seals, and it's completely. You can't see any markings at all in the ceiling from where it closed.
That's a convenient hiding place. We may have to come here at some point.
Yeah, well, we're working for Caderva and Vagar. You got to have somewhere to keep your people, keep them safe, you know.
True. Okay. So I guess we wait for him to hopefully not sleep for 8 hours.
It's very clear that I'm not sleeping.
Yeah, he's active. So yeah, as this kind of conversation goes on, it's been about 10 minutes. So Atlas, your 10 minutes is coming to a close. What do we see? What do you do?
I'm reaching out inside to try to make a connection with. It's almost like I want to connect with my father, but I know it's not my father. It's like the energy related to him, the person I spoke to in between life and death, and I just kind of want to ask him a specific question if I can.
Okay, and what item are you?
See, I don't know because we never really discussed that.
So, well, for a component, anything worth 25 gold, you can use as the spell component. Something kind of like that would indicate what you're trying to connect to.
You can also use 25 gold.
Yeah, you could literally. Yeah.
That's worth 25 gold.
Okay. I don't want to just use gold. Like.
Use platinum.
All right. I guess I'll just I guess I don't know what's worth 25 gold that I have. So can I chip off a piece of sanguine? Like a little tiny sliver?
You can certainly try.
Will that explode? Why do I feel like that's gonna explode?
I don't know, the smile on my face.
Do we know that sanguine explodes? Like,
Yeah, it does.
Also,
No, you don't
like,
know
what
that.
determines its worth, though? Because
No,
technically
hold on.
here it's worthless because it's illegal.
but do we know it explodes?
We don't know anything about it other than that it was used to do a lot of stuff here in Vinmoria.
Shit, I might have to do that.
Just use your gold. Why are you going to kill us all?
I don't know if it's gonna kill us. I
Chips
feel
open
like
the sanguine, Vinmoria comes back.
I feel like that's just like I don't know.
We watched Dorhan die again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try to chip a little sliver of sanguine,
Okay, what are you using to chip it off?
just like my scalpel.
Okay. So roll a strength check.
I'm trying to be delicate with it too, as well. Like I just want a little sliver.
Trying to shave a piece off, right?
Yeah. 16 plus 2, 17.
Okay.
Plus I'll guide myself because I wouldn't technically do that. So 18. One extra one. 18
Okay.
total.
So you put the scalpel against it, and as you do, you immediately feel almost like a hum start to radiate through the scalpel into your arm. And as you push harder, blade doesn't penetrate it.
Okay. Stupid rock, and just
Alright,
I'll put down 25 gold. Like a loser.
All right. So on the ground, you put your holy symbol at 25 gold. You arrange it in the swirls to mimic the symbol of Spiro on your token.
sure. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
And I'm gonna reach out.
And do I just ask my question?
Ask a question.
Oh, okay. I'm going to, fuck, I had my question and he threw me off with my offering.
Will the purple energy attack again through someone?
So as you finish your question, everybody looking over, waiting to see what Atlas does. You guys see the gold coins that he's placed. They start to just have a yellow kind of glow from them. It just goes around. Each one does it slowly, and concentric circles. They start to light up. They go from a yellow to a bright white, and then they start to slowly move. I'll move in a sequence. You see Atlas it form Y-E-S. As the S completes, a flash of white light from all the coins, and they are gone.
No. What? What was that?
Well, an answer. So, I asked a question and received an answer.
Care to elaborate?
Yeah, sorry, I asked if the purple energy is going to attack again through someone. And I received the answer yes, so I feel like that I don't know whether it's something to be trusted, but I
Yeah,
feel...
I feel like you can trust the answer. The problem that I find with that, again, the gods never... They answer in riddles. And even though yes is a straight answer, there were 6 orbs that had purple energy. So it doesn't mean that it's going to strike again in this town. It could be one of the other 6 orbs that are going to strike somewhere.
Right, and that's true, but I think more or less we're confirming that what is doing these attacks, these purple orbs are behind it. The way I asked the question, I said would they use someone to attack?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't doubt that the purple orbs were behind it.
We didn't know for sure.
I mean, you're right. I still kind of just like, I had drawn that conclusion. I'm not saying that I knew that she was innocent, but I definitely knew that the purple energy had something to do with that death. Regardless.
As you guys think about this, we'll wrap it up for the session. You guys can kind of think about what you're going to do with the purple information for next time.
All right.
Oh.
All right. Thank you guys for the session. Back next week, unless there's anything that pops up, 8 p.m. EST, as we are every Tuesday. Enjoy, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bound by honor, lost in time, the ATLADS march towards the line. Oh, oh, ride the storm, sail the tide.